Welcome back to Roots of Heaven. This is session number 19, entitled Into the Maw. Last session, the group had a skirmish in between two segments of this place that they've come to know as Sifrit's Crypt. They have defeated their opponents and pressed on from the segment of the crypt that they were in into the segment that was being defended. Once they've done so, it does seem that the hallways are pretty quiet still in front of you. I've shoved everyone kind of into this space here, some of them stacked on top of each other. But to confirm, since it has been a little while since we've been at it, at current, you have the Grey Order members. Johan is the one with the strange red and black kind of bandana and the very grizzled kind of look, piratey almost. And then there are four soldiers remaining from the bout with the ogres. And it would seem that Aveline has her cannon still going for a little while now. Or actually, no, that would have been dismissed in the last effort. So she has not brought up a new cannon. And Copper is very large and possibly unable to maneuver in the what appear to be very narrow hallways ahead. And I am having bad boy problems right off the onset. But yeah, that said, there's a path left, path right, and feel free to move as you please.
Well, Terry's not leading the charge at all. He's holding back and just like I'm not much good right now.
Is there any particular noise coming from either end of the halls?
No, no sound at all.
Okay. um,
Okay. What's going on down the left? It looks like there's a bunch of people down there, like from the team.
What?
This way?
This way.
Oh, that's the rest of our team.
Yeah.
Okay.
He means up or down.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it looks like there's a bend down this way, and then it's just a straight shot this way.
Yeah, if you
and
were...
I'm not going to metagame, but I can see this token here.
There's no token there. But
I can see a token there.
I don't see a token at all, so okay.
That's weird. Okay. Well, never mind then. I could definitely see it.
I mean, we can go up.
Okay.
I guess.
Well, yeah, if you want to go that way, you can. Perfectly fine.
Okay. So.
Okay. Looking around this first passageway, you can see that it has kind of a similar kind of end. But in actuality, it doesn't have like a staircase. Instead, it has kind of like a step down and what appears to be a different colored kind of stone. The stone you've been walking on is very kind of sandstony, but the stone in front of you looks to be more like a granite. It looks like there's two massive 5x5 slabs kind of settled into this drop down, this groove, and yeah.
Okay. Belroth will go down the smaller thing a little ways.
Okay. Yeah, as I said, it's a dead end. Looks like there's kind of like a small little step down, maybe about 6 inches down, and then the two gray slabs that I mentioned, the granite slabs.
Am I able to tell anything about them? Like, are they movable? Are they covering something? Or
they just look like two kind of floor panels that are different than the rest.
Weird. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Terry is gonna just try to I don't know, maybe stay close behind Belroth, since Belroth's kind of the strongest, most protectiest guy around.
The soldiers split into pairs. Two of them stay with Aveline in the back, and Copper as well. And Aveline expresses that because of Copper's size, if it were to enter into this, it's basically going to block your passage out. So she wants you to kind of scout ahead, and if you need her, to just let her know, and she'll rush by herself to you. But once you found the next passageway or open space where Copper can go, to let her know. But yeah, Terry, you move up with the group. That's fine. And yeah, Johan and the two soldiers kind of make way for anybody who wants to pass by them, acting as auxiliaries here.
I think we should just keep going up and checking the different side branches.
Moving north?
Yeah.
Okay. Sen, as you kind of come around the corner here, you would see that the hallway does widen here, but it seems to terminate immediately. The ceiling in here appears to be kind of covered with strange markings, very old, ancient markings. And once you kind of come up a little bit, you'll see that it appears that the hall is blocked by two massive gargoyle statues, kind of set on these strange kind of pedestals. Directly behind them, you can see this strange wisp of white magical energy kind of just floating and spiraling in the center of the end of the hallway. Stop it. You're so stupid. Sorry, I was talking to my cat.
You're good. So these are just stationary gargoyles?
They are gargoyles on pedestals that are kind of just locked in a kind of feral kind of stature. They're demonic. They're very evil looking, but yeah, they are just apparently not moving.
They chillin'.
But you're familiar with gargoyles from your romp in the mists. You would know that they gargoyles, if it is such if they are actual creatures, are capable of kind of disguising themselves as nothing more than statues.
Yeah.
Strange wispy cloud behind them.
Mm-hmm. That's too spooky. We're not good with magic. Someone good with magic.
I mean, I'm familiar with magic.
Belroth will gesture for Namalia to come up.
Okay.
Well, I do have a little experience with the arcane.
Do you want to take a look at this?
Yeah, the wisp behind it appears to be a mote of white wind. White wind is divine energy, faith-based magical energies. It appears to be kind of locked there. If you have religion,
Did you say fate-based or faith?
Faith.
Can I do a little religion check?
Are you trained in religion?
I am.
Yeah. So all you would need to know is this specific font, no roll necessary, is basically a kind of set point. So if a magic is to happen, a specific magic is to happen, this has been triggered, or keyed rather, to be the instance of that magic happening. Basically, it's kind of a notation that this is where divine magic is going to be happening. Some temples or some holy sites that you're aware of, these motes will kind of appear just at points where faith is strongest.
Is there anything about the gargoyles that would give them away as creatures?
Nothing that you can tell. You can attempt a perception check.
I know that, so, I mean, I do know, I got a 16.
Okay, yeah, you're not sure.
So I do know that that like gargoyles might turn out to be creatures, or do I not know that because I haven't encountered them?
I don't think Namalia would have encountered gargoyles. It was more for Sen, who came around the corner.
Okay.
They have encountered gargoyles before, and
Would Sen be like, oh, hey, these things could totally be alive? Watch out.
Yeah, for sure. Just to be wary of messing with that unless we're prepared to fight them.
Okay.
Don't fight them, Belroth. Don't do it. I can see your face.
if
Fight.
since you did spend a lot of time kind of looking at them, you do know that they appear to be made out of kind of like a cobalt kind of blue stone, and their hands appear to be kind of like painted or like stained like a deep blue.
Is
Like-
that
Like the blue dragon? Is it similar color?
No.
Oh,
like the deep dark ocean
Like a navy kind of color. Yeah,
maritime theme?
possibly.
Nemalia turns back, gives Terry a little maritime theme.
Do I recognize anything about these?
They appear to be ornate looking statues. They look like they're very similar in craftsmanship to Montoulet kind of gargoyles in the city. You've seen these in the Golden District, especially around the Montoulet houses.
Yeah, I've seen these around the city, but if you're asking if they have anything to do with the lady, I've only ever seen them in the city.
Okay, well, be careful, not too close.
Out of character, my token's just there so I can see the thing.
Okay, so you're not getting that close.
No.
Terry would not be
I'm
getting that
the
close.
same.
Okay, because I was about ready to be like, and
No,
stepping up.
No.
don't fight it.
In character, I'm like probably in the same space as either Nemalia or Sen.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
You can stand between us.
But other than that, it looks like a dead end. Unless you want to move over the statues and just inspect the moat more closely. But there's strange markings on the ceiling above, as I mentioned. The markings don't mean anything to anyone. In fact, trying to discern them just makes you realize that they're gibberish.
Sen, do you want to keep leading the way north?
Yeah.
Yeah, that gets my vote.
Someone
Belroth
else
just
leading the
side
way.
eyes.
Coming around the corner here, you would note that it looks very similar, if not a mirror image, of the first passageway that you uncovered when you first came through the gate. The first passage on the left.
There's nothing down there, right?
Just the two granite stone slabs set inside of the small little divot that I explained. Yep.
I feel like this is a puzzle
What would make you think that?
because you're you.
God damn it, Jonathan.
It looks different. There's something wrong with it. That is Belroth's mind.
Do you inspect the slabs then?
Yeah.
They are two granite slabs. They appear
Wow.
to be independent of one another, set about 6 inches down into the stone.
Don't like it.
Make a investigation check.
Okay.
Yeah.
11.
You're not sure whether or not these are pressure plates or not. They do have very similar kind of ease of notice. Like, it definitely does feel like they're pressure plates.
Are they dusty? Are they clean?
Perfectly clean.
Perfectly clean.
Oh.
Suspicious.
So you've got the sandstone, which very much looks like it's kind of treaded on stone. This
Yeah.
almost looks like it's kind of like someone took a wash rag to like a granite countertop kind of situation.
Oh. Hmm. I kind of want to stand on it.
Does anyone, Jonathan, do you mind if I take like a little, like a clip of that and put it into our Discord so that other people that are not all up in there can look too?
I mean, I guess.
Okay. So like as if Nemalia and Sen are kind of describing it to the group.
So
Wait, are you trying to crowdsource an answer to this puzzle?
no.
No. Our,
But I feel like
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna throw that on the landing page and get all 45 people in your Discord to help us with this. Isn't that how D&D works?
Yeah.
It's a communal game.
Yeah.
what if Sen stands on this one and Belroth goes and stands on the other one?
Well, there's technically 4. So we need 2 people to stand.
well, there might be more. Maybe we should keep exploring, and once we have all of the facts, then we can come back to it.
This is
Okay.
true. There are
Okay.
more places to explore. What about down here?
Yeah, looks like a passageway that looks exactly identical to the one that you came in.
Are these stairs?
They are stairs. They go
Whoa.
down from the gate in front of you, and you would see another Siffer's Crypt gate kind of present there. The runic markings that are kind of present on the keystone and all of the other stuff appear to be different than the one that you came through. Your assumption is that these are 2 different paths into the same space. And if you attempt to use either of the keywords that you're aware of, neither work.
Dang. And no one can read the markings on them?
No.
Okay. Interesting.
Nemalia would note that the pathway around the bend looks like a very, 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 very long hallway that leads to beyond what you can see, I think.
Whoa.
It looks like a very long hallway that leads to beyond what I can see.
Well played.
Love you.
It's like Sigourney Weaver in Galaxy Quest.
Great movie.
I have one job.
But the hammer of what the fuck? What's it called again? Or the hammer of Grognak or some weird.
Yes. By Grogsthar's hammer.
Yes.
Do we
These
want to go down here?
corridors give me claustrophobia, right?
Fair. A little bit. Do we want to keep going down this hall, or did we want to check the other hall? Or maybe they connect?
Is there another hall down all the way
Yeah.
south?
Yeah, where you
Yeah.
All the
started.
way south. Yeah, there was a corner. We can go to the end of this hall and then track back. If we
Okay,
need.
since we're here.
Yeah.
I don't want to be in front anymore.
I don't feel safe.
Okay. As you're kind of making your way around the bend there, kind of see that it snaps around to a hallway that descends back and around the way you think that you came. But the difference between this one and the other ones is that on the wall to your right, which would be on the left of the screen, is a massive mural that's been painted on the wall. On the closest side to where you're coming, it shows what appears to be 2 impish-looking creatures. Their hands joined, as if they were kind of, walking and with their hands, held. And it would seem that they're kind of walking on a winding road. And it appears to lead to, the winding road kind of leads to what appears to be kind of a very crudely painted and drawn pair of mountains and like a cleft in between them. The middle of the mural shows the 2 impish creatures. To the sides of what appears to be a woman, bright kind of red ornate clothing painted on the woman, very pale white skin, black hair done up in a braid, and massive like demon wings kind of sprouting, or bat wings sprouting from her back. And the two impish creatures are kind of like, it looks like they're kind of in awe of her in the painting. But one on either side of her.
Do we recognize her from, or do you want me to hold questions till you're done?
You wouldn't recognize her. She doesn't seem to be anybody of
Okay.
import.
Okay.
And then on the other side of the painting, it shows the two impish creatures, once again, holding hands, going down a path. And according to what you're showing here, the path seems to lead to, one second, a lake. Okay.
Hmm.
Man, where's a fucking wizard with high end when you need one?
Right.
Or a warlock faking it with a circlet of intellect on. Not saying
Oh man.
not saying anyone's doing that or anything.
Who's doing that?
Do I recognize anything about it?
No. From what you can tell, though, the colors of the impish creatures are kind of reddish in color, but the one identifying marker that's kind of, oh, interesting, is their hands appear to be kind of dipped blue. Like there's a bluish kind of paint that's just been kind of dipped over their hands.
The gargoyles.
Gargoyles are much bigger than impish creatures, but I guess they do have similarities.
The art
Feature-wise.
style.
The art side's a little different, yeah, than real life.
I
Like-
think we have to make the gargoyles hold hands.
The gargoyles are like super
Aw.
mean looking, and then you have like an anime mural, like they're like,
Aren't they made out of stone? How do we make them hold hands?
Convince them to like each other? I don't know.
And Belroth is just like, magic?
Jai, do you know any love poems?
I know lots of love poems, but none specifically for gargoyles.
You're smart enough. I'm sure you could come
I
up
can
with
wing
something.
it, right? It can't
Yeah.
be that
Like,
much
love
different than a
is-
stone golem, right?
Love
Wing it.
must be such like a universal thing that like it doesn't matter if you're a man, an elf, or a stone gargoyle. It's all the same, isn't it?
I mean, I can
I
go
don't
try,
know.
but I've heard this story of a halfling that did this exact same thing in a city like out in the Dragon Isles. Spent years playing over and over and over again for a statue that was put into the middle of town square. Had fallen in love with this thing. A beautiful sculpture of a woman who had founded the town. Years kept playing, singing love songs. Finally, she came alive, told him to stop, and he had to go home.
you hear
It was a
Johann's,
miserable
you hear
story.
Johann's voice behind you, and he says, "Wouldn't happen to have been named Gemwich, was he?"
It was.
Interesting enough. I left the two soldiers near that one door just in case anything pops through. They'll report to us. Points to Belroth and gives you kind of like a nod. And then he looks at the mural and goes, "What the fuck is this?"
Art. We're trying to get cultured.
Well, I'm thinking there's like three stages in the mural. There's 3 hallways, one with the gargoyles, one with and then 2 with plates, right?
Do we have to hold hands?
Johann says, I'm not getting paid enough for that.
Oh,
Oh,
but
come on. I can.
I think Balroth is really great at holding hands.
A nice firm grip.
I mean, I think I was scared once and I held Balroth's hand. It was perfect.
Belroth is blushing. He's just like, what the fuck is going on?
Hmm.
You're the
No
worst,
good
Don't touch
time.
me!
you're the worst wingman in history. Wing people, whatever.
We don't even have wings.
Speaking of wings, the impish creature. No,
and the gargoyles.
It was a crunched, forced segue back into the story.
Oh God. Okay. So, right? I mean, does anyone else think that these two things are related?
Well, there's
Be
also
awfully
the
rude for them not to be.
fair. I mean, what are the mountain thingies and the
So
lake.
I'm gonna put this out here. We still have one more hallway to go down, and I think we're trying to draw conclusions without all of the puzzle pieces in front of us, and that just seems problematic.
well, what if it just goes?
And he just gestures towards the hallway we still have yet to go down.
The long walk back, and you hear kind of something moving around
Oh, God.
Oh my
You know-
God.
Help!
in the darkness, and then you hear a familiar voice say, "Hey," and it's Aveline's voice.
Yay!
Wait, what happened to? Oh,
And you
Hi.
realize that you've completely circumnavigated the space.
and there
It's
was
a
nothing of
circle.
interest in this hallway.
No. Yeah, the only thing that appears to have been of interest in the wraparound hallway was the mural.
Well, I feel better having looked.
But what's in the middle of this?
It does feel like you kind of walked around to space, that's for certain.
Right.
Mhm. So what's in the middle? Dirt? Treasure? Do
Um,
these murals line up somewhat with the hallways?
Not exactly, no.
Oh, okay. Just a theory.
Out
I mean-
of curiosity, when you
Obviously, one on the left,
I'm-
one on the right, one in the middle, so that kind of matched.
Okay.
But yeah, go ahead.
no, I think I don't know.
If you had
Too
a
sober
if you had
for
a
this,
dwarf,
guys.
if you had a dwarf, they could tell you exactly, like placement wise, where it is behind the stone over there, etc. But yeah, you don't have one, so no
Gotta get a dwarf.
gotta get a dwarf.
Bye, Terry. Go be a dwarf.
That's racist.
I don't remember.
Yeah, that's
Zach, did you play a dwarf in the?
Yeah, the prelude to
The,
this. I had a
the
dwarf.
prequel.
Yeah, the dwarf who happened to have been born near Terry.
wait, the dwarf who happened to be born near Terry.
You had the same
that's
accent.
Yeah.
Oh, right, right.
You just spoke first.
Zach was like,
I'm gonna lean into it. Fuck it.
I did all this prep work on the accents. We're doing it.
Let's
I can't change
go.
the character.
Too late for that stuff. But yeah,
I think Namalia would like to try to apply pressure on one of the plates.
okay. You kind of dip your toe down, press down, nothing happens.
It doesn't even sink.
Not at all. You step out onto it, certain that nothing's happened so far with just you pushing your foot on it, and you just kind of stand on it for a second and nothing happens.
What if I pick up one of the gargoyles and put it on the plate?
You move over to the
Don't
gargoyle,
touch 'em.
and you realize that it's pretty hefty. It looks like it's made out of solid stone. And you realize there's no way you're going to pick it up, but it does look like it could be dragged.
Okay. If I look at the ground, is there any indication that that's been done before?
Make a survival check. Even with a 9, or rather a 10 because you have advantage, because it was a very well placed question, yes, it's very clearly evident that these have been dragged and moved around. None of them have been pushed back into the white wind. All have been pulls outwards towards
Okay.
where you are.
I would like to drag it along those tracks
Okay.
to wherever that terminates.
Well, you're only able to kind of determine that it's been pulled from this position. Where it went with that survival roll, sorry, you didn't do very well.
Okay.
You're not able to determine much of where it went.
Okay. Okay.
Low rolls unfortunately mean you have to keep thinking.
Well, I would say just drag it here to the first plates, the
Sure.
first 2 plates.
Yeah. So I'll drag this one down.
Hold on a second. So you're gonna pull it to the plates. Okay.
Mhm.
So as you're doing so, it's obviously making a lot of noise.
Yep.
But yeah, you pull it around to the plates and stops right there. Looking at it now, Sen, as Belroth is doing this, you notice that the platform, the little dais that it's on, has a small little lip at its base that's about 6 inches high. You feel dumb for not having caught that. Looks like it will perfectly settle into the space directly in front of you. Belroth, you push it onto the platform.
Yep.
Yes.
Well, no, hold on. No. I want to move the other one first.
Okay, you're bringing it with here?
I'm bringing it up to the other one.
Okay.
Is there room?
Yeah. So you
Okay.
have them both kind of settled there.
Yeah.
Johan's kind of looking at you and says, "You need help with anything?"
Yeah. We might all die if I do this, but maybe we push them on at the same time?
Okay.
Maybe?
I could probably do it. Anybody else good at pushing stuff? You hear Aveline kind of from the corner. Fortunately, the guy I've got who can do it can't fit.
Terry
It's
likes
too
to push
big.
buttons.
More of a supervisor position when it comes to those sorts of things. I'm
Johan,
happy to
Amalia-
encourage you though.
And Amalia gives like
Yeah,
a
I'm-
deep sigh.
I'm more of pushing people to their limits type of
He's a
person.
button pusher.
She rolls up her sleeves. I'll help you.
Johan looks like he's ready to push. You know.
All right.
Oh, Johan.
Okay.
I mean, if
So about
you want, I mean, I'm okay. Okay. I mean, I didn't want to. Okay, I just thought to. Well, yeah. Just tell me when I need to push because I have no idea. And
Belroth is just gonna be like, okay, push.
and he does.
Let me push.
They're approximately placed at about the same time. You hear kind of a whoosh sound come from the center. And it looks like when they hit, like when they are placed, they cause both platforms to depress.
Did Belroth solve a puzzle?
When you look at the white winds, they're now glowing kind of a reddish pink color.
Ooh.
Smart boy.
The color is very reminiscent of the color patterning that you saw on the weird winged lady in the other chamber, or on the mural.
Just to double check, Jai is going to do a quick loop around the ring just to make sure there hasn't been. Yeah. It's literally just like, it's more of a skip.
Yeah. So, Jai's like, 1 second, and then you hear skipping. It kind of goes away, and then you hear it like coming around the other end, and you kind of see Jai reappear. Nothing changed.
Just making sure.
No problem. The
Smart.
wind now appears to have kind of a reddish, pinkish glow. Like I said, very reminiscent of the mural, the main figure in the center of it.
What happens if we take one of the statues off? Does the color change?
Yeah, turns right back to white. And
No.
When we take one statue but leave one statue on.
correct. Also, another
Okay,
thing you note
okay.
is if you're paying attention, is when you pull the one off of the platform on the other side, the platform that's not gargoyled lifts, so
Oh.
it slots it into its position.
Who is this lady?
Belroth kind of wants to touch the wind thing.
Yeah, so we can put the statues back in place and then touch the wind thing if you'd like.
Are you touching it as it white or as it's red?
Red.
Okay. You push the statue back on. Belroth, you walk over to the wind thing. You put your hand to it, and you can feel a pull. Like it's going to
Whoop.
drag you into it. Do you wish to resist, or are you letting it go? If you're resisting, strength saving throw. If not, Zoom, you get sucked right into it. Your call.
Which is funnier?
Comic capabilities, weighing out the options.
Okay, so he's not expecting it to suck him in because
He's not expecting it. Yeah.
he's not expecting it. So I think he's like gonna be like, "That's weird," and then just be like, "Oh!" and like look back like all panicked, like, "Oh God, help!"
So you
and then
are resisting.
no.
Oh, okay. You're gone.
Pulled in.
No,
yeah.
you're just gone. Like
Uh,
it's probably all black for you now.
Do you
yeah.
think that was a good go away, or do you think that was a bad go away? Just says to everyone standing in the room.
I would assume a bad go away.
All right,
I-
then I'm
I
gonna let
don't-
you go next. Slap
Um,
Sen on the back.
Who was relatively close to that when it happened?
Probably.
Namalia
Sen
and
and-
Sen were.
Namalia, your perception is pretty high. You would have noticed that that was not a kind teleportation. It definitely looked like Belroth was twisted in very horrifying ways.
Owie.
Maybe we should have kept him white. Oh well.
So does anybody wish to follow?
Well, can we wait
Yeah.
like 2 minutes to see if it'll come if it comes back?
Okay. I want to make sure that you understand. You're causing for a wait, waiting for Belroth to come back. That said, a lot is about to happen that is not character knowledge. Do not act against character knowledge, please.
Yeah.
No
So-
metagaming.
On to the next bit. Your body is twisted and distorted. Because you didn't resist it, it's a little bit smoother than it had any right to be. But it definitely hurts. You're taking 27 points of bludgeoning damage as you are basically thrown through the winds and then deposited in a heavy smack onto stone ground. You're in a strange room. The walls are covered with murals similar to the impish ones. Looks like you see 4 kings kind of painted on the walls, each one kneeling in front of the same woman that you saw in the mural. And in each painting, there's like an artistic flair for each of them. It seems like she has kind of one kind of by the chin, kind of lifting his chin up, and he has like a very sorrowful face. There's another one where she's kind of like, just flippantly kind of knocking his crown off of his head. There's another one where she basically has one kissing her feet. You also hear what sounds like sexual congress as you enter into the room. And when you kind of come to off the ground, you look over to the corners, and each corner appears to have a human male in a slight state of duress, kind of latched to the corner by what appears to be a ball and chain. Not too dissimilar from the ones that you saw in the other hallway. One,
Elroth immediately looks up.
you see a wind above you. It looks like the same moat kind of spirals. It's where you were deposited from. The male in the right hand kind of far corner there appears to be kind of letting out kind of sounds of ecstasy as a woman, pale skinned, is biting or kissing on his neck. She kind of looks at you like as she's doing it, and his sounds kind of and she kind of lifts up off of the ground, and it seems like he's still connected to her mouth and is lifted like a rag doll by her. She then kind of slips, and he kind of just deposits back down to the ground in front of her, and she steps away from him. She's wearing very little, and she's very, very pale, like dead body pale. Her teeth are very normal and beautiful, despite covered in blood, except for the two sets, the pairs of fangs that are kind of settled inside of her mouth like a very kind of horrifying beast. Her eyes, currently bright red, kind of simmer down into a light kind of pinkish color. And she says, smell a bit of nobility to you. You are strangely blooded. Why do you come here, stranger?
That was an accident.
Then feel free to go.
Okay. Do I just jump? I just
Yes, that would be the way of it.
Okay.
And if you would do me a kindness, please close the door behind you once you're done.
Oh, absolutely, yes.
Mhm.
Belroth jumps, and he's just like,
So you're sitting there waiting. About 45 seconds later, you kind of hear that same sickening kind of pop. Belroth, you take 15 points of bludgeoning damage as you are then thrown back out onto the ground in front of them.
Okay, I have 9 points of 9 hit points left.
Oh
But I come back looking fucking like extremely concerned and also very fucked up.
The fuck happened to you?
Close the door. Close it.
Johan hands you a potion.
Oh, thank God.
My last one.
We gotta. Okay, we gotta move the things off. No, nobody goes in there.
Aroth, my dear, were you brutally attacked? It looks like you've been like brutally attacked by some like ruffian beast.
Is there like a dragon in there?
Yeah.
Did you kill it?
Big teeth.
Who won?
Big teeth. So
big,
it was a dragon.
big teeth. We need to move the the statues.
Is it coming for us?
You hear kind of a click sound. The mist or the moat changes colors from red to white. You saw Johan, after handing you the potion, step away. And if you want to roll 4d4 and then add 4, that'll be the amount of hit points you get back if you consume the potion.
Okay.
So 13 back.
13. Okay, I'm at 22 out of 94. Yeah, we're good.
You're fine. For now.
Would I even know what that is? Like, I as a person am suspecting that it's a vampire,
You
but
would
I'm not
know.
sure that.
It is definitely a vampire.
Yeah. Okay. Vampire.
Because I'm
Oh,
assuming
not
that
another one of those.
Belroth was kind of born and raised in, kind of the city. And
Yeah.
as such, Osirian education would have basically been what you grew up with. And so knowledge of undead is something that Osirians are very kind of brought up on because their background with undead. They do not like them. They are not fans.
Yeah, he is clearly shook. He's just like, no, there's a vampire in there. We're just gonna leave her alone. I don't know if we need to fuck around with this thing anymore. I don't know.
I'm really over vampires, so I agree.
You would note too that the guys don't look like they are fresh people. Like they look like the dudes on the paintings. Like they are people who have apparently been here for a while. So whatever
Yeah,
she's
we're just gonna let her have her toys. It's fine.
whatever she's doing, she's having a fun time of it.
That's her business.
That's great.
Gorgeous girls need their toys.
Yep. Yeah, he does not want to be part of that man here. No, thank you.
So, is this a dead end? This area? Like, were we trying to get somewhere?
We're just trying to get to see if this led to Sifford's Pass, I believe.
And that gate wouldn't open for us.
Correct. You do
Right.
not have the keyword for it.
Fuck, I should have asked the vampire lady. No, I'm good.
I'll go back.
I mean, did the vampire lady like attack you?
No.
Then why do you look so?
Why are you dying?
I mean, that was kind of a vortex.
I think I got turned inside out in there.
Oh,
Literally, or like, oh, I got turned inside out.
Or did you
Why
just
would you
throw
even
up?
say that?
Terry.
Literally, Terry, literally.
Gosh, that's
That was possibly one of the absolute creepiest and funniest things I have had uttered in a stream.
I feel like I
Harry,
need to take
you know Copper can
I-
probably hear you.
You can
I
have
feel like I need to take a shower after saying that.
and gain inspiration.
Yay!
Yeah, I'm rewarding it. Sorry.
not surprised.
Didn't say that. Anyways.
So
I don't know what the fuck to do right now. I really don't.
So we need the other password to this gate up here. Did you get her
Yeah.
name?
No, I didn't stick around for introductions. She had 4 dudes in there.
4.
4.
I can make it 5.
Oh my god.
I mean, with the way that Belroth turned out, I think you should probably stay here, Jai.
Did
You-
we try putting both gargoyles in the same room? And see
No,
if
let's
that
do it.
changes the color?
Okay, I guess we could try
We could
that.
try that.
Maybe there's like a green for go and like a red for this will tear you up into pieces and bash you around as you walk through.
Well, we
Yeah,
didn't
'cause-
try the white.
We haven't tried the white either. Terry?
well, I'm not much. I'll try the whites.
You put your
You
hand
might
in?
have fun.
Yeah, when it's white, I'll walk up and I'm just like,
You all watch as his hand moves into the white energy and it kind of discorporates around his hand and kind of flails off of his hand and kind of sparks of whitish radiance. It looks like he's distorting the energy, but not destroying it. Like,
Oh.
it's almost as if someone, like, you see like a Tesla, coil kind of going, you touch like the glass and it kind of starts migrating to that. It's like you're interfering with whatever the magic is, but you're not really like hurting it. And
Oh.
it is not hurting you.
Terry, quit interfering with the magic. You're distorting it.
I'm not doing anything. I'm just putting I'm doing exactly.
It doesn't like you,
It's
Terry.
it's super cool though. Like, you kind of move your hand through the moat and it's like, doing like lava lamp flips and like stuff like that. It's rad.
Nice.
Is it like flowing like around my hand
Yeah.
so I can't really touch the whiteness?
Yes, like it kind of like if you push aside, it kind of like scatters to the sides and it's kind of extracting away from you. It's like it's kind of like a weird combination between like a lava lamp and like when they put like iron shavings inside of liquid and then start playing with it with magnets. It's like
Oh,
it's like that,
yeah.
but it's all energy.
Nice. What if Sen does it?
Wait, I have a question.
Hmm.
Just in case.
When we put the first gargoyle in,
Hmm. Well, you put them both at the same time.
but
But-
they were on different hallways.
Yep, and both sides, all the platforms dropped. When you pulled the one off, the platforms lifted on that side, of course, and then the platforms on the side with one gargoyle still on it, the platform it was on stayed depressed, but the platform it wasn't on raised up.
Mhm.
But we don't know what happens when we put both gargoyles in the same room.
But wait. So let's say we put it on. Oh my gosh. Okay, I feel like I'm spinning out. So there's two panels in each hallway. South, north, south, north.
Mhm,
Right?
mhm. So yeah, you've got basically let's go 1, 2 on the south passageway and 1, 2 on the north passageway.
So so when we first put in the gargoyles,
You
it
put one in
was
each.
one in.
Mhm.
But did it matter which
You put
one
one
we
on
did it on?
1 on 1 and 1 on 2, and it dropped them both. If you play test with this a bit and slide it to another one, it will do the exact same thing as if you'd put it on the other platform before. So it's still, if it is the way you have it, it's still just the red circle in the middle.
So
So
what if
what
we
I would
put
like to do, is take one out of the south one and move it into the north one, so we have north 1 and 2 filled.
Okay. If your strength isn't a 15 or higher, you're not moving the gargoyle.
I ain't moving it. I said we. This is a
Okay.
collective group activity.
Where-
Jai is the supervisor, and
Jai-
he's looking for the construction crew to move.
As supervisor, Johan and Belroth, I'm assuming, standing kind of ready to receive commands. Do you want them in the
Yeah.
north or do you want them in the south?
I want to take the one out of the south and move it up to the north to
Got it.
start.
So, yeah, you slide it into place. Boom, bam. There it is. It drops them both down, and you hear the kind of whoosh sound. When you look at the middle line there, it's kind of like a whitish, like spread. Like the moat grows stronger. And in the center, you can kind of make out, almost as if you were peering through a crystal ball, a strange tavern-looking building with kind of like a red roof and a massive sign on the roof that says Red Dragon Tavern and Inn. And it looks like it's somewhere in this kind of like rocky area, and there's like a bunch of shit happening around there, but you can't really make out anything besides the building itself, which is slightly battle damaged as well.
So
None of us recognize the Red Dragon Inn.
Red Dragon Tavern and Inn is a franchise that's actually all over the world, and it's pretty popular.
So it'd be
it's-
like seeing like a rundown McDonald's or something. It's like,
be real? It's a Waffle House.
yeah.
yeah.
Red Dragons are Waffle Houses, yes.
Yeah.
Because you go to a Waffle House
So
to muster your
does-
adventuring party, and then
Does
go
your
off on
world work
quests.
the same as the U.S., where we can determine a disaster level based on the operation of a Red
Yes.
Dragon Inn?
Yes.
That's
Fantastic. So this
yeah.
one is still operational, but maybe like
You're not
missing
sure.
some items, or okay, we're
You're
not.
just
gonna-
you're just seeing the building.
The Waffle House index is unable to be applied from the exterior. Sorry,
Dang it.
that's a real thing, by the
I
way.
know.
Google it.
Oh, no,
I
know.
Okay,
That's,
cool.
that's why I was saying it's got to be a Waffle House. Sorry, it's got to have the Waffle
That's great.
House.
So now, without interacting with the portal, can we take the 2 statues out of the north and move both statues to the south and see what it shows me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Person's really hungry now and wants
You would see what appears
Red
to
Dragon
be
Tavern in.
a tavern. It looks like it's a 2-story building, kind of peering at it from, the same kind of angle up above. It looks like the top floor is kind of devastated, kind of broken up, but it looks like old devastation, like it's been in ruins for a while. The bottom of the building appears to be quite neatly kind of, designed to kind of maintain kind of a strong structure. There's no signage or anything, and it appears to be somewhere around a lake.
Oh. I think Elizabeth knows what that is.
I ain't saying shit.
So you said there was
It's
a
all
lake?
Good. It's all good. Yeah.
Yep.
There's a lake in the picture, guys.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, there was mountains on the other one too, I mentioned.
Do we want to go on into the lake?
The mountains and the lake and the pictures.
Do you want to do a quick, if you have nature trained, you can make a nature roll, but you can only make this check. Actually, go ahead and make the check. Make the check. If you have nature trained. If you also have history trained, I'll give you advantage.
22 nature.
Okay. The mountains that you were seeing aren't actually mountainous. They're more kind of like low-lying cairns. And from what you can tell, it looks like the red dragon that you saw in the scrying orb was kind of like in a pass, or like a kind of cleft canyon that kind of moved through these cairns, like a pass that might
Might be
like
called
Sifford's
a
Pass?
Sifford.
pass,
Like it could be a Sifford.
a Sifford's pass.
Yeah.
You do remember too that when you went to the town outside of the pass that went to the basement of another place through its gate, it appeared to lead to the basement of a tavern.
Oh.
That was this group.
I was,
Yeah,
I
that
was
was this
thinking
group.
about that.
So we don't want the switch to be on the lake, Because who the fuck knows where that lake is? Right?
Right?
Right.
So y'all are literally just making Johann and Belroth just shove these fucking statues back and forth.
Yep. Johann says, you know what? This isn't bad. This isn't bad.
Whatever.
Well, okay, here's your reward, Belroth. Hold on.
I kind of
Healing.
want. Kind of hungry now, though.
Go
The
get
Red
waffles.
Dragon Inn?
Well, yeah, that's where we're going. I think that's where we should be going anyway.
Yeah, isn't that where we want to go?
Yeah.
So do we like put it on the mountain setting and then we go to the door? Yes?
Or what if, can we just like go through that thing? Like,
And do you want your insides to be turned into your outsides?
I mean, maybe that was only with the red thing.
I could get into it.
I could try. I'm hungry.
Okay, is that 9
It might be okay.
or 11?
11, I think. Yeah.
What?
The
It's 11 healing.
cast- Yeah.
Okay.
9 plus 2.
Plus another 2 from the moon sickle. So that's
Wow.
13.
The
Okay, can we
magic
try the non-lethal way first? Because
But we already tried
I'm running
the
out of
word
healing.
Siffords.
you know what?
We already tried Siffords on
But we
the
didn't
door.
try it with the mountain setting on.
Oh. Okay. Sifford.
No, nothing happens with the gate.
God damn
Fuck.
it!
What if I say the Red Dragon Inn and Tavern and Inn?
No, nothing happens with that gate that you're talking to right now.
The black sword.
Nothing happens.
What if I say waffles?
Chicken and waffles.
You know,
no.
I want something to happen for you saying waffles,
Give me more waffles!
but I can't mentally justify anything happening.
Please?
I'm sorry.
Do
What if
waffles
we say
exist in
waffles?
this world?
They do. They actually do.
Oh, okay, nice.
It better.
Yeah, waffles are a Jernaran delicacy.
Ooh.
So they're
Specific-
Janarin waffles?
Yeah, Jernaran waffles. Specifically, the easternmost portion of Jernaris. When you get kind of into middle Jernaris, it's more based on kind of like old Russia, but like the eastern coastal side is a bit more Nordic countries,
Mm,
Waffles.
even though it's on the south side.
delicious.
Anyway.
Back to this stupid thing.
Mhm,
It's not
mhm.
stupid, but we're just frustrated because we want waffles now.
Of course.
And there was no pony show. We have to figure all this out so we can have another pony show.
Well, who's gonna test it then? The orb.
I mean, Belroth will volunteer, but
I know you from die.
I can do it. Sin will do it. Sin's hungry.
Have I had to revive anyone in this game yet?
I don't think so.
No.
Not Revivify.
It'll probably be me when it happens, though.
Give me my waffles.
You going through?
Yeah.
Okay. A loud kind of popping of magic happens. It doesn't seem to twist Sen as it did Belroth. It almost looks like they're just taken, like kind of like walking into the light. It kind of glows around them and then gone. And poof, you appear on the other side of it, and you can see, the light coming off of the portal that you're standing in. Looks like it's completely dark ahead of you, and since you don't have dark vision, you're unable to see the faces that go with the voices that seem to be saying, "Who the hell's that? We expecting anybody through? No, not yet. Go check it out." The moat's still
no.
kind of present there in the center of the room. It's still glowing kind of the same brightness. Do you hide?
Yes.
Okay, just around the corner there?
Yeah.
Make a stealth check.
Okay. There it is.
Berserker kind of pops out, kind of looks at it and says, and he looks like the same kind of berserkers you fought in the last kind of passageway, the assholes you had to butcher. And he looks over his shoulder, kind of away from the area. He does kind of do a quick scan, but he's not checking his corners. He's not very smart about it.
And
So-
we're like
yeah.
flat up against the
Yeah.
wall, like
You're like this.
You've pulled your head inside your shirt.
Yeah, you're like anyway.
be the wall, be the wall, be the wall.
The
Just like acting class.
Berserker kind of turns over his shoulder and yells back, the gate's open. Should we go check it out? No one seems to have come through. But it sounded like someone did. Yeah. Barrett, you stay here. We'll go check it out. Okay. And these two guys kind of walk out. And, not expecting this to happen. Sen, are you doing anything before they step through?
Man, I really want to shoot him with my crossbow.
You're pretty certain that they're going to get lots of hits on you, or you make it to that gate if you do.
Yeah, no.
Okay, then they're going to walk through, and those of you who are on the other side were absolutely not expecting two random ass berserkers to appear walking through the gate.
Oopsie.
You were expecting a
Man.
Sen, so as they manifest, they had no idea that you were going to be there, and you had no idea that they were going to be there, and so they get angry, you get angry, and they will brandish their weapons in preparation to fight you. Go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh,
Yeah, that checks
great.
out.
Oh man.
Oh, did I even put up a tracker? I didn't, did I?
Mm-mm.
So,
Oh,
sorry. I'm so sorry.
Man.
If you got higher on the first roll, then go ahead and take that.
But if
Oh,
I
we're
didn't,
all on
I'm
there.
stuck.
Yeah, you'd be stuck with what you got.
Lame.
All right, everyone's everybody on there?
Oh shit. Accidentally hit the back button on my mouse. I'll
Oh,
be right
no.
back.
Be right back.
All right. Okay. Johan is going to act after you along with the soldiers. And it'll go to Jai. Jai.
Yeah, give me a sec. Um,
Jai.
I'm gonna cast Entangle.
Okay.
I just want it to be on. Can I do that so it's just on their squares?
But the problem is since they're just right on the portal gate, what you watch is as it's a conjuration that creates a physical thing, all of the vines get sucked into it, and it just seems to just vanish.
Oh, they get sucked out of the ground.
No. Yeah. Completely torn out. Because some of them are touching in that space.
Huh.
Yep.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah. Good fucking luck, everyone else. And he runs around the side of the corner.
Terry.
Bonus action. I'm gonna start my song.
Cool.
Yeah. The health one.
Terry.
I'm going to just point my hands at him, hope that it works, and try to pull off an Eldritch Blast
It fires.
on the top one. That doesn't it?
It seems to just bounce off of his plating. And he kind of looks at you annoyed.
And the second one.
Hits. For 9 damage. Okay. And then
And then I'm also gonna duck behind the corner with Jai.
The one thing you'll note as it's being kind of hurled out is that, again, more for flavor than anything else, not for like actual mechanical purposes, but it seems to be kind of like a stall, like there's a delay. And then when it does fire, it looks like it's like less emboldened, less powerful. You can sense it's like if you've ever fired pistols, it's like you shoot a 38 all the time and then you drop down to a 22. It's like, this is not the same. Sen, you're on the other side. You are aware that there is still a Barith or something down the hallway. But it's completely pitch black around the corner. And since you've had a second to look to the south, it does look like there is a strange kind of slotted door, but there's no door handle or any mechanism to open it.
Fuck it, we done worse. Let's see, that'd be one. Oh, fuck.
Into the darkness?
Yeah.
Okay. How are you generating light?
I don't know. Magic?
I think in the past you've had a torch.
Oh, that might be it. That might be it. Okay.
So you have to use your action
actually.
to light a torch.
Mm.
And yeah, let me.
Light a torch, and then.
You are lighting a torch?
Well, I'm sorry, I'm talking to myself.
I'm gonna.
Fuck it, yeah.
Okay, then yeah, I don't need to change your light settings. I was gonna say if you're not lighting a torch, I need to change your light setting.
Okay, no. And then I'm going to 40 speed. If only I can click the right button. Yeah, we're gonna move.
You hear a what the fuck
There.
as you
Yeah.
kind of make your way there. Who's that? And do you want to do anything else? Your action was light a torch. You move.
Mm-hmm.
You still have a bonus action.
I can't shoot my crossbow within bonus action, can I?
No.
But I can pull it out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just can't fire it while you're holding a torch.
Fuck, you're right.
Crossbow's
I have a
two-handed.
dagger. I have a rapier though. I'll pull that out.
Okay. Great. Sen, you're done. Goes to them. The two that stepped out of the moat kind of look confused as all these vines kind of pass them. And about that time, Sen, you hear kind of like a wet slap behind you as a bunch of vines are kind of deposited in a bundle, like near the moat. The Berserkers rush forward to fight the first person that's in front of them, and they'll both take swings. They're both attacking recklessly. One will hit for 12 damage, Balrog. And yeah, they both do enter into the spores.
Only the one in front of Belroth will take it.
Because it's, yeah.
If he saves.
He succeeds. So he's good. He succeeded. He succeeds. Try and put both of those words together. Succeed. The Berserker that is in front of Sen will rush forward and take a hit on the Torchbearer.
Fair enough.
Crit. It'll be 22 points. Or sorry, it'll be an amount of damage. Do you want to use your reaction?
Yeah, I'd like to uncanny dodge that.
Sure. So you'll take a total of 13 after the math is done. After it's been reduced by half.
Excellent.
Like the axe kind of comes in, like it's going to take your head clean off. You kind of take the blow just on the neck a little bit and roll with it, kind of doing like a side like jaunt.
Whoa.
It still hurts, but
Right.
it's not a killing blow.
Gonna have to see a chiropractor.
Yeah. Namalia.
Okay, this is on the guy in front of Balroth. And I need a con save.
DC 18. Yeah, success. Sorry, they're rolling really good on the con, apparently.
Not cute. Not cute.
That's not fortunate.
Hold on. My brain. Okay, no, that's it.
Okay. Belroth.
Wait.
What is it?
Okay, no, that's it.
Okay, Belroth. Poof.
All right. He's gonna manifest that echo, and then he's gonna lay into this guy with one from him and 2 from the echo.
All right, so yours hits. And
Oh,
your
boy.
second one hits. And your third one hits. Because they attacked recklessly, so you have advantage.
Yes.
Belroth, anything else?
Hmm.
Anything else at all?
Would action surge be a thing? Or is that part
You-
of the whole?
It is, but you already used yours last fight. You haven't taken a short rest.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Nope, that's it.
Johan will dash to get into position next to you. All right. Belroth done. The soldiers will move up, but they're kind of staying behind Nemalia. It looks like they are basically guarding your rear. Belroth, done.
I saw that.
Jai. Actually, on one, you hear a voice come around the corner, Jai. It's Aveline. She says, "What the fuck's going on?"
Oh, nothing. Just some friends. I'll step this way. And I don't fucking know. The one in front of Belroth. Let's do that.
Okay.
Wow. Awesome.
His mom's a hoe.
His mother is a whore. A bit harsher when you say it.
Hard R and everything.
Oh man, yeah.
Everything sounds so much worse with a hard R.
I'm so sorry. So, to all the hosts in the audience.
This is a pro sex worker D&D game.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So
I
then,
was about to say, what about the hose like in the game?
I mean, fair.
We here.
They need work too. Everyone's got to make a living in this world.
Vicious Mockery seems to take hold. It does seem to affect him. He is saddened by your words, Jai. Hey. That was it. No?
I'm just gonna step back, but yeah.
Okay. Terry.
All right. I'm gonna step around the corner and kablamity blam to the one on the top.
Okay. Hit.
First one and oh, nice.
Okay. Both blasts hit him. As they do, you watch as she kind of gets bludgeoned in the chest and kind of neck, and it kind of forces him down to the ground as the bullets kind of burst against him. As he's falling, you hear this voice in your head, Terry.
Oh.
Anything else, Terry?
No, I step back around that corner.
And oh, are those yours too?
Senora.
Oh, hi. It's me. So we're gonna take our rapier and we are going to stabby this boy.
Okay. He attacked recklessly, so you have advantage. But yeah, that'll hit. He takes the damage. Seems like he's not terribly put off by it. All right, Sen done. The remaining berserker here is going to make a Constitution saving throw against Nemalia's 4. Success. No need to click it, or that's fine. So he's good on that. Then he is going to attack Belroth. because you appear less fresh than crit. I love rolling advantage. You have nothing that mitigates damage, right? Okay.
Not that I'm aware of.
23 points of damage. Knocks you down. And once he kind of knocks Belroth down, you see him kind of very quickly turn as the shadow behind him disappears. Or, yeah, it would disappear. You're unconscious. He just runs away from Johann. Johann will take a swing. He attacks twice because of his trait. For the love of cats. Okay, I get it. Scimitar, dagger. Both will miss. Oh wait, no, he has advantage because reckless.
Yeah.
Both will hit. Not terribly high. So 13 damage. All right, he manages to make it back to the moat, and you hear a sound. Nemalia, I'll be moving him in a second. I just have to deal with this cat and some button pressing.
That's my bonus. So that's 10, 14 points of healing for Balroth. And I'm gonna chase after this dude.
Okay. 1 second. Oh, you're being so dusty. You're a dusty boy. Okay, good.
He's plump.
Oh, he's so plump. So that took you, what, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 would be the placement. So you can step out of that one space. Okay, you see that a berserker that you just wounded is rushing towards Sen, who's currently engaged with another one. It's not looking too terribly promising. Did I attack you before? No, you. I didn't.
No.
I haven't forgotten.
I didn't know if you were done yet.
Sorry. Well,
Oh, wait. Nemalia was after them. Sorry, that's my bad.
yeah, I just forgot our fight. That's fine. I do hit you. Do you want to uncanny dodge it again with your reaction?
Fuck yeah.
Okay, so you're going to take 7 points of damage instead of 14.
Okay.
All right, so Nemalia, you rush through. That's your movement. Spend. Okay, con saving throw. Same target, or do you want to attack the one further on?
Now this guy.
Okay. Getting really good con saves. +5. It's not bad. Okay. Yeah, he is not affected.
Great.
Sorry.
It's my turn.
They are buff musclemen's. Belroth, you half your move.
5 hit points back.
Oh yeah, because you took damage from the last time, so you'd gain 5 for starting your turn within the aura of sound.
Yay.
And then you standing up will be half of your movement.
Okay.
And 5, 10, 15 will get you right on the moat.
Okay, he will definitely do that, but before he does, he would kind of instruct Johann and the soldiers to follow him.
Okay. So if you go through, you will end your movement there. If you don't get to slide out.
Sorry, like right there?
Yeah, because your movement exactly ended on the moat. So you're actually blocking. Johann will move through. He's going to use one of his attack actions because he's going to realize what's happening and to push you. Do you allow him to push you?
Yeah.
He pushes you forward. He takes a position next to Nemalia and still has 5 more feet of movement. Narrows around Nemalia, raises both of his blades into defense. The soldiers then will dash to get into the room as well. All right. Belroth done. Jaya. A lot of whooshy whoosh sounds as people are passing through the moat. Zach?
30 should get me there.
Mm-hmm. And if you're popping through, that'll put you right on the moat. There's no one blocking you, so you'll just appear in the moat space.
Cool.
And do you want to cast any spells?
Action, I'm just gonna Vicious Mockery this one.
Okay. See that damage. He failed.
It's another 4 psychic. And the
Yep.
other stuff.
The Devo, yep. Because they're swinging with advantage, it's not like a super massive one, but it's still one. Okay. Jai done, Terry up. Everybody's left you, except for
Okay.
Adeline back the way that you came.
I'm okay. I was here.
5, 10, 15, and 20. You can literally just
There we go.
make it to the thing.
Yeah, does it do the same thing when I put my hand in there?
It does, but what you're actually doing when you do that is it's bashing into Jai. Jai is currently in the space that this is adjacent to. So if you want to move through, you're going to have to dash to get past him.
Then I'll do that.
Okay. And then once you appear in the moat space, you can move from there 5 feet, but then move in. So then you still have 20 feet of movement remaining.
I'm just gonna move like right here.
Sen.
We're gonna stab him again, cause yeah,
If it ain't broke.
it's true.
Hit.
22.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay.
Can't really escape him.
The Berserker will close off the gap.
Can you not bonus action disengage?
I mean, I can, but there's one on
Yeah,
the
there's another
side
one.
of me.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, I can't really do
Sorry.
anything.
Yeah.
If I was on like this side of
yeah.
I just want to make sure. I definitely know I did it with my Friday group. I just want to check. Did I discuss the flanking rules change with you? If not, I'm not going to do it. Okay.
No.
We're not going to update the rules on flanking or do any
Please
flanking
don't.
here.
not like this.
Oh wait, there is flanking now?
No, yeah. In
Magpie,
in
we
my,
don't
Not
want
yet.
it.
in my Friday game, there are flanking rules. In this game, there are not.
After this battle.
Okay. Yeah, definitely after this. I will 100% take care of that.
First attack hits. Sen, do you wish to uncanny dodge it?
Is it this guy that I've been hitting that's doing it?
Yeah, first guy is going to be the one that's nearest you. Look at this.
I know.
They're
he's-
both nearest
Oh
her.
my god.
Oh,
Look at that hand.
It's
oh
a
my God.
loaf.
I just want to put my face in that belly and just eat him up.
It's a loaf.
It is a
Go
loaf.
ahead.
Look at him.
Yes.
I'll dodge this.
John, I
second
think you
one.
should retire and just it can be the kitty show.
Yes. No DMing, just cat. So wait, you said you're not going to dodge the first one?
Yeah.
Okay, so you take 15 points of slashing damage from the first one. And so
Okay.
you're dodging the second one, which is a crit. You will take half of 32, so 16.
Good
We-
choice.
We are not looking good, fam, but we are alive.
The guy that rushed up to you and slashed into you, he yells over to his friend. He says, "Quick, the gate! Tell the others!" He moves away from you,
Others?
which will provoke an opportunity attack.
Oh, so I could stab him.
Yeah, you get free attack.
Fuck yeah.
Oh,
we're
wait, no,
gonna stab-
sorry. You don't, because you uncanny dodge, you use your reaction. Ha ha ha.
Oh, you're right.
He moves
Fuck.
over to He moves over to
But
the
I'm
wall,
alive.
and he says, "The black sword." And you watch as the portal way opens to a very familiar basement.
Fuck.
Himalayan. He doesn't step through yet.
Right, hold on. I'm out. I'm like running out of spell slots real quick. So, this is for you, our dear Sen.
Pour moi.
That'll be a 9 back.
Oh, thank you.
Gonna move forward and try to hit with Lay Moon Sickle. 11 will miss, I'm assuming.
No, he has reckless, so 22 will hit.
Fuck yeah.
7 damage. Okay.
Oh, also he's now in my thing, so I'm gonna use my reaction to.
Con saving throw from him.
I know they're really beefy, but
Once,
never know.
once again, a success. I haven't gotten under a 20 on my con rolls.
Damn.
Disgusting.
I'm sorry.
Beefy boys.
Disgusting. That's my turn.
Okay. Belroth, as you kind of look around the corner, you can see that it looks like Namalia has kind of taken your space. 5, 10, 15, 20. Because of your allotment per movement, if you want to use one of your attack actions to grapple Namalia and move Namalia around you, you have enough movement to do that.
Okay. Yeah, he would definitely get her out of there.
Okay. You're currently sword and boarding, right? Sword and shield. Okay. You'd rush forward, kind of bring the shield out in front of Namalia and kind of scoop her and kind of pull back with the shield kind of sliding her back behind you.
Belroth,
And
oh
then
my
kind of-
god.
Now, Namalia, if you want to resist that, Belroth would have to make a grapple check. Okay, you're not resisting. Got it. Cool. All right, so then Belroth, that's one of your attacks from your itinerary. So
Okay. So this guy's going for reinforcements, right?
the guy further on is going for reinforcements.
$15 feet of me. Da, 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 da. And I used all my movement, right?
Yes, you are out of movement.
Okay. All right. Well, let's just attack this guy then.
Okay. That'll hit. Oh, that'll crit.
I'll take
Actually, yeah, advantage.
Yeah. I'll take it.
He's bloodied, but not dead. You remember these guys are basically just walking walls of hit points.
Yeah. And then I think he would want Johan to kind of move up too.
Okay. So Johan positionally can't really do anything besides move into your space, attack, and then move away.
Yeah.
And so he'll do that. He'll make his itinerary. Scimitar, dagger. Looks like he's got them all in. No, last attack misses. These guys are wearing better armor than the last lads. So 9 damage. And when he moves away, he will provoke an opportunity attack. The Berserker will take the No, he would not take the opportunity attack. He allows Johan to retreat back. Belroth, you're done. And the soldiers, you see them sheath their swords and pull out their crossbows. And it looks like they're getting them ready. They won't be able to fire with them this turn yet, though.
And we heard what they said to open it.
The Black Sword, yeah.
Yeah, Black Sword.
Jai.
You said this one opened the gate, but he hasn't done anything yet.
He opened the gate. He literally made it right to it. It looks like if he gets another turn, he's going to go through the gate. So for this moment, up until initiative 11, yeah, there you go. Okay, so intelligence saving throw.
Please.
Not his best.
Kind of my hope.
Not enough. So yeah, you watch the psychic lance plunges into his head, and you see him kind of like fall down, but he kind of catches himself as he's falling with his like front leg, kind of just drops it into a kneel, and he kind of and then kind of slowly stands back up, and you can hear the other guy yelling, "You can make it!" Yeah.
He is incapacitated until the start of my next turn, though. According to that spell, if he failed it.
Alternatively, you can target within range.
On a failed save, takes 7d6 psychic damage
Yep.
and is incapacitated until the start of my next turn.
That is correct. Good play. John,
Yeah.
you are done.
So I took that spell.
Oh,
Aaron,
hell
I
yeah.
took that spell for this moment.
It's the only
This-
thing I can do that isn't like talking to something.
Stop a guy from getting through.
Wait,
the-
was this the same guy that you vicious mockeried earlier too? He's
I don't
just
know.
he's really thinking about how much of a hoe his mom is.
No, it was the guy in the middle.
Dang it.
Now, due to the nature of that spell, it's a see within range. You could see him, but due to the nature of positioning, Terry, if you try to use ranged attacks through the Berserker, all your friends aren't blocking, but the Berserker in the middle is. So he will have 3/4 cover. But yeah, what would you like to do, Terry, as you take
Oh,
turn?
sorry. Yep,
okay.
I'm going to. Oh man, I probably can't shoot this guy through all these people, can I?
Well, you can shoot the guy in the middle. If you try to shoot the guy at the far end who's trying to get through to the other side, then he would have a +5 to his AC because his friend's in the middle.
Could I? I'm gonna pull out my automatic pistol
Okay.
and take an aim at the guy in the middle. Then.
Okay. Take a shot. That'll hit.
Oh, nice.
And that'll kill. So as they're kind of fighting him and stabbing at him, you kind of pull the trigger and it pops into his head. You can kind of hear a sudden like ting sound as his head kind of like seems to kind of blotch out a bit as the bullet seems to rattle inside his helmet and he drops to the ground.
Nice.
Nice.
The second that he drops to the ground, you start seeing like weird fungal growths kind of extending out of its head, and he stands up again.
That is an action.
That's a reaction. Right?
Yep.
Right? Okay.
Okay.
Is this The Last of Us?
You should have a zombie token that you can drag and drop.
It is now.
Oh my god.
Cool. And he has
Oh no.
1 hit point.
Jonathan, you're muted.
Yeah, you just
I'm
muted
muted.
yourself.
Me.
You muted.
Yeah,
On
like
Zoom.
in Zoom, you're
Yeah.
muted.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
weird. Okay, so quick note, fun stuff. So I've got a new setup because I moved around stuff, but I posted one of the monitors up there on the wall. It's like mounted, and that's where the Zoom call is. And so apparently, while I was messing around with stuff, it like the mouse got up there. Glad I didn't
Oh,
close it
no.
out.
Oh yeah.
That could have been bad. Just
That could have.
getting used to it. But yeah,
All good.
cool. Sen, you are the one that is up now.
Hell yeah, we're gonna run at him,
He's incapacitated, so you have
stab
crit.
him, and
I believe you automatically, you automatically hit on attack rolls. You still roll to see if you hit, and if you hit, you crit. So yeah, he's dead. I'll have to double check the wording on that, but yeah, he had very few hit points left.
excellent.
By the way, my zombie didn't move, but he would have moved.
20 feet. You wouldn't have been able to get that far. Zombies have a 20 speed.
You
All
can
right.
use him.
Smash. You kill everything. And the gate's still open for another 9 rounds, 50 some seconds. But yeah, how would you like to progress?
Do we want to go in? We recognize the basement, right?
Yeah, it's the same basement that 3 very evil demon ladies were in.
Okay.
Belra says black sword.
Closes the gate.
The zombie is like right up against Belroth going.
God!
Little like drool on his shoulder.
Johan kind of looks at it and says, I have a real problem with this, Belroth.
Oh, don't worry. It's not undead. It's just a fungal construct, if you will.
Looks to Belroth. Got a real problem with this.
Oh, are
Yeah,
you
it's-
allergic to
it's not-
mushrooms?
breathing on you, dude.
What's the? I don't understand. It's just a fungus.
I
It's
think
not
he's allergic to mushrooms.
really undead.
Sorry, I don't know, man. I'm just we're gonna.
Johan seems to be very perturbed and is kind of eyeing Namalia kind of a bit more warily now, since it does appear that Namalia was the one who brought it back.
Girl, you gotta worry about the little one. The little one. Don't worry about Namalia. Worry about the little one.
Apparently, you are both equally evil. Apparently.
Oh,
I'm
he
not the
said
one
it.
raising zombies over here, okay? Okay?
Yeah.
It's not a
That's only
zombie.
because you don't know how.
Fight, fight, fight.
Because you pissed off your mommy.
I thought we established here that it's obvious that I'm not planning on betraying anybody.
Yeah.
We did establish light. That's true. That's why I trust you. And that's why everyone should trust me in knowing that this is not truly an undead creature. It's just a walking mushroom, if you will.
Can I eat him?
Infesting the body of something that was once living.
I'm sorry. I mean, you can explain it however you want, but you know, if it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it's a duck. And Johan kind of like looks at you. If it's a dead body that's being brought back to move around, it's undead.
Oh no, the body's dead.
No.
Like dead.
But you're not understanding what I'm saying. I get that.
I'm not understanding any of this.
That's typically how undead start. I'm just saying. I mean,
No.
they might handle things differently under the waves. That's fine. Just letting
Yeah.
you know what you've done here is an abomination, and it's making me uneasy. And this will probably be the last time I bandy about with you lot. Sorry,
Aw.
that's
My
just
head hurt.
not for me. I will help you with this process because this is some serious shit we're dealing with. But that's definitely like a holy fuck, like
Fair.
a
That's fair, dude.
literal holy fuck, like unholy, but fuck the same.
All right.
I get it.
Her magic's like real fucked up, isn't it?
The soldiers,
Harry.
the soldiers kind of like nod at Terry and go, yeah. And then one of them says, I mean, if you weren't going to say something, I definitely was gonna. And Johan says, don't worry about it. Belroth's cool. Belroth probably didn't know. Doesn't look like he knew. It's fine.
Belroth has seen this before.
Have-
Out of
have you-
character.
Belroth
Out of
wouldn't
character.
remember.
Our character.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you know how many hits to the head this man has taken?
Yeah.
Namalia
Poor lad.
like has zero understanding of why this is really that fucked up because the body will decay and return to the earth
The tale as old as time. Character that
Where
I'm
it-
playing, not
where it once
understanding
came from.
what's going on with a magic user. What's going Anyway, gate, do you want to go through it? Do you want to open it again? It's currently closed. Someone closed it.
Well, we know where it leads.
Sifrid's Pass.
Yeah. And that's where we needed to know that it led.
Correct.
So technically, if we got someone who can write nice, then we could make a map in theory
Okay.
and then be able to show. Well, I guess Johan would be able to.
He's a terrible writer.
Well, I mean, he'd be able to direct the
Yeah.
rest of the people that way. Were we looking for anything else?
Sure. I mean, if you want to send Johan back, like he will go back with the, the soldiers and
And the
inform
info?
the leadership
Yeah.
that that's what's going on there.
Mm.
I mean, I'm
Yeah.
skilled at. I've got experience like forging documents and stuff. So I mean, maybe that could translate into drawing a nice looking map.
Yeah, if you want to draw a map, you can. It's an intelligence check to kind of piece it together and make it legible. If you have cartographer's tools trained, you do not have to make a check. Otherwise, I need an intelligence check.
Also,
he-
we left Aveline behind.
No, she's right. She's right behind you, lot. Like she's literally at the door you left her at. Yeah.
Is he also going to bring back the message that Namalia is a filthy necromancer?
That's
Um,
I'm not
Probably.
I'm not gonna throw you in front of the Inquisition or anything. That's not you're traveling with Belroth. You're working on the side of good here. So just so long as you know, like maybe make sure you understand the company that you're with. I mean, I wouldn't do it in front of House Sereda. They would probably turn on you very, very fast. So just a heads up.
Oh, so understanding.
I mean, I'm not a fan of it. I don't want to travel around with it. I mean, like, literally, like, he points to his arm. Goose pimples, okay? My grandpa came back as a zombie. So,
Oh,
you know, I'm not
terrible.
terribly fond of corpses being made to do things against their will, even if he was an asshole.
Balrog
Well-
just looks like extremely uncomfortable right now because like he doesn't like I feel like he has like a similar sentiment about undead, but also like he doesn't feel that Namalia is necessarily evil because of it.
Right. It's a weird conflux of, like, positions. Namalia is cool. That
Yeah.
shit is not cool. But Namalia is still cool.
Yeah.
I don't know.
that-
I think that shit is super cool.
He just confused boy.
Anyways, Johann
Aw,
says-
Yeah, so we'll
that.
send
it,
yeah, we'll
go ahead.
we'll send Johan back with the map if we can do that, and then Belroth would instruct them to tell House Sereda that we've found and cleared a path to Sifrid's Pass if he would like it, but you will need to bring your fucking hellfire to
Okay. Terry, go ahead and make an intelligence check. Just straight intelligence. As you puzzle together a map.
Also,
Ew.
don't take the dragon or the
14's good.
treasure.
Yeah,
Oh,
you,
okay.
you draw a map. It's pretty rudimentary. It's, you know, you've seen maps before, so you try and kind of emulate the style therein. But yeah, it's pretty much just a hand-drawn map on like a small piece of parchment. You pass that over to Johan. He kind of shakes it, you know, let the ink dry, and then says, "Okay, we'll head back." And hopefully they make moves quickly. Nods his head and turns and heads that back that way. He stops for a second. He says, "Do you want to tell the doll lady to come this way, or are you coming back as well?"
Yeah.
Oh, you're going. Okay.
I mean, we should probably stay here, make sure no one comes through.
Okay. And then, so yeah, after a fashion, you do hear kind of as a massive kind of thunk slams into place as copper is deposited by the winds into that position, and Aveline kind of comes in. What did I miss? Copper kind of squeezing into
Hey,
the
buddy.
passageway.
Fought some dudes. The usual.
Found some dudes, found a way into Sifrid's Pass. Namalia, I guess, has mushroom zombies.
Yeah, we've seen that before, she says.
Wait, what?
Yeah. What? Were you not paying
When?
attention?
It had owies.
Oh.
At the, you don't remember in with the dragon, there was like a whole rain of them that fell over you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's probably why you didn't see it. You were riding the dragon.
Mm.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, I don't.
All right. So are we going
Sorry.
to Sifrid's Pass, or we just gonna chill here?
So, you got through everything okay? Terry didn't fuck anything up?
I
Not
mean,
yet, no.
She's usually a dick to him. I just wanted to throw that in there, too.
Had
Okay. Yeah, that's all my
to
attempting
do it to him.
that's all my attempting to roleplay a player character. Thank you. Thank you. And also, in it, and that I
In it.
believe concludes me role-playing another person's character.
Yeah.
Do you wish to pass through the gate?
Do we?
Or are
We
you-
do, don't we? We're trying to get to Sivers Pass.
Well,
Just-
we mostly wanted to know if it was a shortcut. That was our main goal, if I remember right.
It does look like there's a hallway on the south side of the gate
Right.
chamber. It does look like it leads to a doorway. The doorway
Ooh.
has no visible signs of being able to open it, similar to the doorway that was near the moat where you started.
Right, right. Oh, I forgot. I almost forgot about that.
It very clearly looks like a door, but
Right.
it very clearly has no means of operation or functional means of
Mhm.
opening it.
Even if I inspect it.
Yeah, nothing. There's no mechanism or anything, but it's clearly a door.
Right. Even if I push it.
You push it and the door opens. It's that easy.
Wow.
I solved your door puzzle.
Remember the first blue mote of energy that you saw?
Yeah.
That's what you see before you, and it looks like a
Whoa.
passageway to the right.
Oh.
Another one. But it doesn't have like the image or anything.
No.
Hmm.
Just like the original mote that you saw, just the white winds kind of fluttering there.
Hmm. Interesting. I'm gonna step carefully around it
Yep.
and then go down this hall.
Another gate at the end of the hallway.
Whoa. Is it another moat? Oh. Oh, it's a gate.
Inscription's very similar to the one that you just left.
So if I say black sword.
It opens, and inside you see the basement of another tavern. This one
A
looks like
different
Oh.
tavern.
This one looks like it has massive kegs kind of on one side. One looks like it's kind of broken up on the side. There's cobwebs everywhere. It looks like this place hasn't been used in quite some time.
Oh. Hey guys.
There's kind of like water, still water on the ground, a little bit of it.
Yeah.
Like a little bit of a drip over here, over there. But yeah,
Mhm.
definitely a different basement.
Yeah. Black sword.
Closes it, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna.
There's a
go-
passageway that leads to the north.
Yeah, I'm guessing that this
Door.
is just gonna be a loop around.
Do you push the
Push it.
door? Yeah. It opens.
Whoa.
You are very insightful, so you would realize that pushing it from the other side would not have opened it.
Oh. I'm gonna go back around here and I'm gonna scare Aveline. Boo.
She didn't see it coming. She, whatever she's currently carrying inside of her chassis deposits out of her, and she picks it all back up, puts it back in there.
Amazing. Go back. So the other gate.
She
There's
shifts.
another gate. So guys, there's another gate down there and it goes to a weird basement.
Do you know what basement?
I mean, there's kegs and cobwebs and stuff. And
Maybe it's that Red Dragon Inn or something.
well, I think that was the one that the demon ladies were in. And then points to the gate in front of them.
Okay.
I think this is a different one because this one's kind of like run down. Do we want to? I mean, we know what's on the other side of that one. Do we want to find out what's on the other side of this one? The one down there.
Sure.
It doesn't look like it's been touched for a while though.
Yeah,
so it might
I'm-
be safe.
I'm gonna walk down to this one to the south.
Okay. And then,
Do I see anything through it, or is it just
if you say the word, then yeah, it'll pop open.
Okay.
The
it was a Shivers Pass?
the black sword.
Oh, sorry.
Sword,
I thought it was
yeah.
going. The Black Sword.
Yep. Yeah, you'd see the basement as I mentioned. Looking at it, looks pretty nondescript. Looking at it a second time then, you notice that there are thieves markings inside of the basement. Looks like the Mardigan family uses this as a safe house, or used this as a safe house in the past.
Okay. So I'd kind of know that it would be potentially safe, right?
Well, it definitely has a gate to a strange crypt that is also a keyway to, a horde of demon followers. Last you checked, so I mean,
That's fair.
maybe not ultimately safe, but
Super safe. Okay. It still seems like it's safer than the other place because it still looks like it hasn't been disturbed in a while, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Are we going through here then, or are we just looking around? What's going on?
I'd like to go through.
I'm gonna like stick my hand in there then.
Okay. Yeah, as before, it'll pull you through, like if you kind of move into it.
Okay.
Okay. You step into the basement. It's musky.
Nope.
Definitely smells kind of like, just bleh.
We're on the map, by the way.
Yeah, that's intentional.
Okay.
And just making sure we all wanted to go, right? We're all fine with that.
Yeah.
I don't have any opposition.
Okay.
Okay. You all step through.
I'm on through.
After about a minute, the portalway will dissipate. And you're in a basement.
Cool. Are there stairs?
There do appear to be some stairs that go upwards, yes.
Okay.
Looks like it's a cellar kind of door, kind of leads to the outside instead of into the building proper.
Hmm.
Is there any evidence of there being kind of like military activity in here?
No. There are some footprints on the ground. Does look like they stood around this portal for some time. Somewhere between 5, maybe 6 people that were down in this basement kind of milling about. Sen would clearly identify that they moved directly to the barrels where Mardigans kept stash money and took it, whoever was in here. So
Those bastards.
either they're
Who could?
either
who
they
could
were
have done that?
Mardigans or they were like,
Thieves.
thieves. Well, either they were thieves or they were thieves.
But just what kind of
What
thief
kind of
were
thieves are we
they?
talking about here? Yeah. If you do some inspecting, you can make a survival check to see like who these people might have been.
Sure.
16.
Yeah, that's actually really good.
Nat
Oh,
20.
28. Nice.
Also really good. I would say, damn, 2 nat 20s.
Dang!
Amongst the
High
midst of you,
fives, Belroth.
you determine that there was a probably maybe 5'6", 5'8", 100 and something pound. Looks like a feminine kind of gait, possibly human, just by their walk. There was definitely an elf in here. You can tell by these very light footprints that are being kind of placed in the dust present here. It would appear that there was also it would appear there was also someone very large and very kind of armored based on the boots placement. Probably human too, just based on size, or maybe Goliath. There's footprints of, just a human guy, nondescript and probably dead. Yeah, there's merfolk footprints. Looks like a larger merfolk, but probably male, based on the kind of foot shape. Namalia, with that, as like that kind of brought to your attention, you can make a nature roll.
What kind of a motley crew? Ooh, 8.
You have advantage. 14 will be fine. You're pretty sure it's a coastal merfolk based on the way its foot webbing kind of works.
Well, I don't think we've heard of any group that is this diverse.
Guy
Doesn't
looks
seem-
around at the group that's currently in the room.
Besides us, perhaps.
I don't know of any Mardigans that diverse either.
But there's certainly no there's no boots, right? Like there's no like military boots
Besides
belong to,
the
like,
besides the knight,
the
yeah,
knight.
nothing.
Okay. But there's no berserkers like the ones we've been fighting.
No, it doesn't look like they went through the gate either. It looks like they stopped at the gate and had no idea what it was based on the way they kind of stood around it semicircle. With
They weren't.
those survival rolls, you're getting like the CSI kind of like flashback to seeing the shadows of the people walking around, like, and you're seeing the Friday crew walk around in this basement.
Well, I
having
guess
players.
they weren't smart enough to
We
figure
absolutely
out.
stole that money. To be fair though, we were very poor.
You bastards.
Is this where there was a bunch of wine?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
dude,
there should be a bunch of wine.
yeah, the dude who's dead wouldn't have been here. Sorry. Another female
that's right.
footprints and halfling.
Ah, these footprints indicate she was probably a midwife.
Sen and Magpie could get that, but you're 16.
Yeah.
Amazing.
You're currently in a house owned by the Friday game. But yeah, if you move towards the doors and step out, you kind of exit out into kind of a fresh lake breeze. You can see not too far from where you're standing, there is a town and a
Yeah.
coastline. I'll pull out a map for that here in just a second. But yeah, looks like you're on the outskirts of the town, and it looks like you can see the banners of House Sereda kind of fluttering in the wind, not too far from where you're at.
Oh shit. Namalia, put your friend away.
Namalia just like kind of elbows the zombie and it falls over dead.
Okay,
Again.
Well, it was already dead.
re-dead.
Redead.
It was never undead.
Uh-huh.
It
That's
was
my
always
story,
dead.
and I'm sticking to it
Okay.
in case the Inquisition comes.
The Inquisition.
Now it's just dead.
What a
Let's
show.
be.
The Inquisition. Here we
Oh
go.
my gosh.
We're on a mission.
There's a movie I haven't seen in
It's a
too
great
long.
film. It's a great film. We were talking about it not too long ago in the landing page. Anyways, focusing up, what remains? Land's End.
Cemetery.
Where is the town? What's going on?
Whoa.
I'm hearing voices. I'm scared.
Mummy?
Oh no, what was the name of the town?
Land's End.
Yeah, I know, but it's not popping.
Oh.
Sometimes I name the file wrong.
Innsland.
Well done.
Wait, where's Land's End on the map?
Great question.
It's right there.
By
Incorrect.
the Hive Enclave?
No,
No.
Or is it this one?
It's,
Maybe.
Oh, it's
Oh man.
Oh
we
wait, it's
went
this
too
little thing.
far.
It's this little thing.
This?
Yeah, this little dude. Yeah,
We
So-
went too
this little
far.
hex.
the town looks like it's, manned pretty well, but nobody seems to notice you kind of coming up out of the basement of the there.
Hmm. Okay. Does everything look fine?
Yeah, fine-ish, I guess.
No giant 80-foot ladies or
Nope.
slugs. or
Did we?
dragons.
Sorry, go ahead.
Why would there be 80-foot ladies here?
Your
What?
mom.
Your mommy.
Belroth got both very interested and very concerned for like 3 seconds.
His mom's very tall.
My mother wasn't very tall
maybe
at all.
we need to warn the town that these tunnels are here and these portals will lead back to Sifford's Pass.
Maybe they know about Sifford's Pass.
Well, if they did, you don't think they would have fortifications near this portal?
I don't know. Serrata's weird.
Do we like Serrata?
I mean, they're alright.
I mean, yeah.
And who was it that was back at
we
Serrata.
don't like the Montelays.
Richter's Mine?
Richter's Mine was House Serrata.
Okay,
Yeah.
so maybe we do need to warn them if we're.
Oh.
I mean, if they're sort of like the main force that is defending against the ladies' forces, maybe they ought to know that this gate is here.
That's fair. Yeah, let's go tell them. Search for either someone in charge. Where would they
I mean,
be?
Baroth already knows who's in charge back at Richter's Mine.
Right, but I mean, we should probably tell them these guys here
Oh, okay, yeah.
because it's Serrata territory. So they should also be informed, I guess. Right?
I mean, if like
That's what we wanted to do.
berserkers or demons or whatever have you starts, swarming through these portals, they should probably be prepared.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Is this the town?
Yep.
Yeah.
It
So-
looks kind of
And
busted.
You
This
would
is
note
our
that there
house.
is a lot of construction going on inside.
Oh, it's construction.
Yeah, but the massive tower in the center looks like an old Mage Years tower. It looks like the House Serrata flag is flying from it. And
Probably go there.
Okay.
Yeah.
And to be honest, we kind of probably should rest.
Okay. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
actually close to evening time by the time you get here. So yeah, you start making your way downtown, walking fast, and you're homebound.
Wait, did Faces pass?
They did. Yeah, there are some
Okay.
people about. If you're just basically taking the main strip there, you would see that there's a couple of houses that are, kind of coming to, some of them look like they're quite decent. There's a child who kind of rushes past you, small tiefling boy holding a wooden sword, and he kind of makes his way to the ports. And you hear a man's voice kind of behind him say, "You just make sure you're back before supper." And just across the way there, you see two barracks. Looks like there's a dwarf woman who's kind of telling the lads to kind of the ones close to him, tuck in, everybody turn in, done for the day. Kind of blows a whistle and makes the same commands. You're heading for the tower, is that right?
Yeah, I believe
Okay.
so.
Strangers kind of walking through town. You get some looks, but nobody like directly kind of like accosts you. And yeah, you make your way up the pass there. As you kind of make your way in, the individual who's present, kind of like a lordly looking fellow, almost more like a strategist guy, very militant looking, but also a bit older. Sees you approaching, says, "Excuse me, apologies. We were just about to close off the doors, but I was informed that you were wandering about the town and you might have business with me. Can I be of assistance to you?"
You in charge?
I suppose that's one way of saying it, yes.
Belroth.
Hey,
Our boy.
You're Belroth, okay?
Yes. Balroth,
Maxim on the back.
Grey Order.
Name's familiar.
Yeah, we actually met up with one of your contingents outside Richter's Mine.
That'll do some
And yeah, we actually found a passageway and portal from there to here that also has an entrance to Sifrid's Pass.
Where's the point of exit for this portal?
The one in Sifrid's Pass is in the basement of
Here.
an establishment.
I'm sorry.
Oh, same. Red Dragon Tavern and Inn.
We
I
No,
think
the one
what is
here
it?
is in a house over by the.
Oh, there's there's
the
a
lake.
house by the lake. It's in the basement.
we're all kind of by the lake. Oh, do you mean the old tavern, the old rest stop on the north side of town outside the walls?
That one
Yeah.
has some wine in the basement. Can we have
It's-
some?
It's not mine to give anymore, fortunately. We have given the house over to a group of heroes who assisted us with some matters regarding missing children and
We could be heroes.
ghosts in the tower and oozes in the mountains or the old stones. It was a whole thing.
Sounds like it.
Indeed. I suppose you can. Kind of scratches his head. I'm really perturbed. Gate that leads into the town, on the north side, from Richter's mine.
Yeah.
And
I mean, if you
Siffer's
want, we
Pass.
can guard it.
It's not my establishment to allow you access to, but he kind
Apparently,
of
it's a little bit of a free for all, though. To be fair.
attendant kind of gestures for a woman to come out. Your parchment, she says. Of course. Sets it down on the table. I need you to draft a letter of reclamation. We'll post it to the door of the individuals. If they have any problems with us utilizing their materials and goods, well, then they can take it up with House Sereda, and they will be recompensed. Take the house from them.
Yo,
Or
did
such
we
time.
just evict the Friday game from their house?
We're not using it.
Sounds like a Friday games problem.
That's literally the Sunday games gimmick. Like, you're stealing their gimmick. They're like, man, I hope this becomes a Tuesday games problem, or I hope this becomes a Friday games problem. Well, the Friday game's currently on hiatus. We're letting Chad run, so
It's true.
Oh boy.
We
Yeah.
get to fuck everything
Well,
up
hey,
for
so
us.
we hope everything is Friday game's problem. Sunday hopes everything is our problem.
Just
Terry
pass it
makes
on.
problems for everyone.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
If you stay there for a bit, he takes the letter and kind of moves with it to like a long hallway. Says, "Wait here," and then heads down the hallway. After Vashti comes back out, you see him walking with 3 knights. You would know that these are basically the guard, high guard of House Sereda. The armor that they're wearing is platinum. It appears to be very expensive looking material. You would also note that it's kind of engraved with magic runes that seem to make it just the way that it's cut and the way that it's shaped, make it kind of have this luster to it. Like, it just kind of has a way that it catches the light that's like a 70s movie. Like, it's it's fucking rad. And they go with him, and he says, "If you will accompany me," and he heads over to the house, posts on the door the note, and then steps down into the basement with you. You can see that the guards are very closely attending him and watching you lot. Like, they don't know you, and they're trusting your word. And he moves into the basement, following your lead, and he asks Sen, who had brought up the information initially about the matter, "Show me the portal way."
So motions to where it is. So
As I expected.
it's got a pass. Yeah, it's got a passcode.
As I expected.
Black sword.
Interesting. Makes sense with Sifrid's lore and the connection you mentioned. Interesting. Very good. So the house has been reclaimed. I am drafting you as deputies of House Sereda on behalf of the town of Land's End.
That sounds fancy.
If you wish to protect this position, you may. You said that this connects to Sifrid's Pass as well?
Yes.
Yeah, there's
if
like
you-
some tunnels.
The reports
If you
I've
go-
received regarding the matter of Sifrid's Pass were brief. But as I understand it, there's been quite a calamity that's befallen the town of Sifrid's Pass. Is that right?
Correct.
Yeah. It's pretty fucked up.
Demons and undead, I think.
Are there any plans to engage with Siffert's Pass by House
Uh,
Serena?
we have made them aware of the means to get into Siffert's Pass as a potential flanking position, but I'm not sure if there's any mobilization.
You have a new mission. You see him kind of walk over to a shelf, pulls out a piece of parchment from his own kind of path, sets it. You notice that the parchment appears to be like very nice looking vellum. Takes a quill from seemingly nowhere and just starts drafting a letter. You then see him take his ring, place it, mutter a word, and watch as wax kind of forms out from the signet ring, and then he kind
want
of
one.
removes it from the fresh wax, and you can see the symbol of Serena the crab kind of settled in there. Kind of
That's fancy.
Waves it so the ink dries and the wax dries, and he hands that to you, Belroth. Take this to the commander at Siffert's Pass. You can read it, I suppose. You kind of do a quick glance over it, and it seems that he's asking if reinforcements are required from this position. I will muster my men. You, in the meantime, have access to this house and this gate. I will post these 3 guards here. They will maintain position. If anything besides you passes through the gate, and is not bearing the signs of House Serena, we will put them down, based on the hostility of Siffert's Pass.
Understood.
So that
Okay.
you have work. he heads back up the steps. The guards kind of stand there, very focused and very intent. But yeah, leaves you with that. What would you like to do?
I
Guess we
would
gotta
like
go take that.
to not be at 17 hit points.
Oh yeah, we should.
Use-
Maybe we should find somewhere to take a rest.
It looks like you have a pretty decent basement. If you actually go upstairs, you would note that the guardsman has the key and can grant you access to the house proper. Inside there are some beds, and it does look like a tavern, but it's kind of musty. Looks like it hasn't been touched in a long time. And
Namalia can freshen this place up.
the bottles are still filled with liquids, kind of left in their positions. Looks like they're kind of coated with that thick layer of dust that doesn't really scrub off. Yeah.
Namalia creates some like refreshing little soft winds to kind of brush away some of the dust.
Please tell me
And-
it smells like seawater.
It smells like seawater.
Perfect. It's everything I wanted.
So, with like a little hint of kelp. Sorry.
No problem. If you kind of do this throughout the place, you would note that the windows on kind of the southern, southwestern side of the building are kind of broken open, and it looks like they've been boarded, but not terribly well. Looks like a small child could easily slip through these boards, no problem. And based on the kind of scuff marks around the wood, it looks like that's happened several times. If you kind of move over to that direction, kind of look out it, you'd kind of smell the lake air. But you'd also notate something as well, Namalia. You would note that the lake also has a certain kind of look to it, which is very, very noteworthy for merfolk, if they're paying attention and looking at it from a high enough vantage point here on this second floor position. The lake looks like it might have some sort of settlement for merfolk in it. Where at precisely, it being a big lake, you're not sure.
Okay.
Yep. Back to tidying the house Levi style. And yeah. Anybody else doing anything in particular as you kind of settle in for the night? I did mention alcohol. There's lots of it.
Can I make a survival check to determine if it's safe or if like anything needs to be adapted for it to become safe.
Yeah,
I have Liamon's tiny hut. We're always safe everywhere.
Okay.
there's that. And also you would know that the tavern itself appears to be safe. Like, it hasn't been ransacked or anything. It looks like the only people that were kind of slipping in here were children. And
Okay.
it looks like there's one bottle of alcohol that was tried and thrown down in disgust. But besides that,
Well, there are very dangerous child-sized people in the world.
sure. If you
But
What are you talking about?
you roll a survival check and you get 1,000,000, and you see the flashback experience of 3 kids, one a slightly pudgy wizard, one a tiefling boy with a wooden sword, and another a deaf girl who fancies herself a rogue, kind of
Aw.
like there, and saying, "Oh, we're gonna go on an adventure. A tavern's where you have to start an adventure." And then they're like, "Oh, this is what people drink. This is gross. Let me try."
Gardir's gonna be very upset seeing that there's wine wasted.
that's so cute, though.
They never went
It
into
is.
the house they got. Yeah. They only went into the basement.
No, we stayed in the top floor.
Yeah,
too.
yeah. But didn't really do much inside of it. There wasn't a lot
No,
of.
we went to bed. We
Yeah.
slept. We sleep.
Namalia will share with the group as she kind of readies to go to bed. That there may be merfolk activity in this lake.
How do you
Might
know
be
that?
worth checking out at some point.
Not related, right?
No. Well, I don't know, maybe. I don't think so.
Distant?
I don't know my family well.
That's fair. Same.
I just hope
we
Uh,
Oh.
Terry's mom doesn't show up to murder
give
them.
him a spanking.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know where my mom is.
Does she know where you are?
No, probably not. No.
Well, that's good.
We're talking about the same mom, right?
I feel like Belroth is
Not
already
me.
asleep right now.
Oh, you're talking about.
No,
With
I
his sword in
imagine
his
Jai
hand.
has poured
Oh.
Belroth and him some of the wine, and the
Yes.
two of us have like gone off into
Yeah,
the corner.
we're just,
'Cause
like,
I
over here
just-
just, like-
this is just drinking, just power drinking.
Drinking time.
Namalia's over here like pondering about the merfolk while
What are
Jai
they like?
keeps
Are
trying
they
to get
nice?
Belroth to play games, and Belroth just wants to drink.
Aw.
Yeah. He's just like, I'm
Drinking
tired,
games,
dude.
Jai. Drinking games.
But do you kind of like investigate the house like more thoroughly
Yeah.
than, not at
Oh.
all?
Yeah,
Then absolutely would.
Okay.
yeah, definitely.
So if everybody's kind of doing that, you can make an investigation check. Only investigation.
Even untrained?
Yeah, even if you're untrained, you're just kind
Oh
of
my god, I have it trained.
14.
looking around.
Oof.
Anyone else? I've got 3 rolls. Anybody else rolling?
For
Y'all looking?
looking at what?
Yeah, not
The
well,
house.
but I'll take a look too.
Sure.
14
Wow,
it is.
that's a sad story.
Okay. You would note that Copper did not come into the house. You would also note that if Copper had come into the house, the floorboards are kind of not strong enough to support him on the first floor. Looks like not so much because of their construction, but the weathering that they've kind of suffered over time. They haven't really been kept up. You note that Aveline kind of moves around the house and kind of goes, or the tavern section, kind of goes, huh, interesting. Walks over to the shelf and kind of scoots some things away, takes a single bottle, kind of sets it back behind her, and then kind of like scuffles through and pulls down a box and sets it out onto the bar. Huh.
What's
Hey,
that?
send! And you kind of go, what's that? Can you unlock this?
Hell yeah.
It does appear to have a pretty decent lock on it. Whatever this cases
You're guidanced.
Oh, nice. 23.
plus roll the
Plus.
d4.
Oh, yeah. 3.
Success with the guidance. You start
Damn.
finagling at the lock,
See?
and once you finally get it popped open, the lid kind of easily kind of lifts up, and inside there are a total of 8 caps, just hats. They appear to be kind of very simple caps, like almost like a beret almost. They're all
Puts one on. Oh,
Oh, Sen, my dear, that's fashion suicide.
the second you put it on, yeah,
It's real suicide.
you would all see as Sen does. The cap is placed on the head, and you see from the top of it this small little spout of like what appears to be water, and then this weird bubble forms around Sen's head and then disappears.
what?
Namalia, you've seen these before in the waterways. When landlubbers come down that way, they wear caps of water breathing.
It's a water breathing cap.
You mean I can breathe underwater?
Absolutely.
I kind of want to run outside and try it.
Oh, it's a little late. Maybe in the morning.
Morning dip,
Who knows what's in that water?
apparently.
And our
Merfolk.
tough guy is a little,
True. He needs a nap.
you know.
I guess we'll do this in the morning. It's cool though.
If that's the case, you all take. Anybody else want to do anything at all?
I don't think so.
No. You
Terry's ready to go to sleep.
gain the benefits of a long rest. If you were gaining hit dice, you only gain a number of hit dice equal to half your level rounded down.
Do we get EXP?
Half
So-
my Wait, what?
Experience. So the experience is awarded. I don't like awarding it in the middle of a session because it usually results in leveling. We have about 30
Oh, yeah.
minutes left. It's mostly just going to be fluff anyways. But by the end of the session, you'll have experience, and it's probably enough to level. Last I checked,
I am like 500 EXP away from a level.
it's definitely enough for you to level.
I
Magpie,
don't
you
even
gain
know.
back your full health.
Okay.
It's only the hit die that's.
Yeah.
And
Go ahead.
did you spend any hit die?
I don't know.
Did you take short rests?
Did I take short rest?
I think we took one.
I think we took one.
Yeah. So if you spent hit dice during those short rests, you would have exhausted those hit dice. You don't replenish all of your hit dice on a long rest. You only replenish half rounded down.
Okay, that's fine.
All right. When you awake in the morning, what would you like to do? You can go back through the gate, head back to Richter's Mine, deliver the letter. You could go back through the gate, head through the crypt, and go to Sifford's Pass and find out what's going on there. You can remain here, learn a bit more about Land's End, or you could remain here, learn a little bit more about the lake. Your call.
I think delivering the letter seems pretty important.
Yeah.
But can we take, like an hour in the morning to try out the hats?
Yeah, not a problem.
I mean, if people want to. Namalia doesn't give a fuck about the hats, obviously.
Hell
But
yeah.
Right.
Sen's
I think
excited.
Sen does.
Sen's keeping this.
Okay. If you're trying on the hats, you can breathe in the water perfectly fine. Are you wanting to kind of peruse the area around the lake, or are you just wanting to try them on right there ashore?
How many hats were there?
8.
So plenty for us. Probably just the area, that little area around, like the little cove.
Yeah, if you kind of take some time to kind of swim around and get used to the caps. Roll a D100.
Oh no.
What'd you get?
Oh, 35. I got lost. Sorry.
Yeah. Nothing happens really.
Attacked by Grindylows.
Nothing happens really. You just kind of swim around. I mean, you do notice like off to the distance, along the cove, there are some kind of strange cliffs that have some weird like cave structures in them, but nothing
Oh no.
untoward or anything.
The Hag Cliffs. Is there any evidence of merfolk activity from like where we are at the shore?
Not around
Near the
Cornwall.
shore? No. Okay. All right. Cool. Any hag activity?
Nope.
Jai is definitely taking one of those caps too.
Hell yeah.
But
Oh shit! How many caps were there? I thought there was
No,
just
there's-
one.
8.
No, there's 8.
Oh fuck
Oh,
yeah!
yeah.
No, there's
Terry's
only
totally
there's only
getting
one. There's only one Terry.
There can be only one.
He cut his head off the bubble pops.
So we have 5. That's 3. That's like
Aveline doesn't
Uh,
need one. Popper doesn't need one. They
yeah.
can submerge and move around in water
Maybe
fine.
we can sell the rest when we get to knock someday.
Word.
Or if
Yeah,
you have
word.
them and you're doing underwater stuff and you have people you need to
Other
drag along,
Friends.
yeah,
Mhm.
your call. Selling them works too. You know, they
Belrust
probably
boyfriend.
sell for about 50 to 100 gold. Knock
Not bad.
has them in abundance.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Do these need attunement?
nope.
Oh sweet.
Uncommon magic item, and basically it just says while you're wearing the hat, you can speak underwater. You can speak the command word, which is uttered to you when you first put on the cap, to cause the bubble to activate, or to cause the bubble to deactivate. If you're bubbled, you can speak and breathe underwater normally, and if you are not bubbled, you can't.
Cool.
So headed back to
Okay. You're moving through the crypt back to Richter's mine to pass off the letter.
Yeah.
Okay. Fine.
wait, to Richter's mine or to Sifford's Pass?
Richter's
We
mine.
can't go to Sifford's Pass because
We can, but that's just not where we will need to deliver the letter to.
Yeah.
The
Okay,
letter is to Richter's Pass.
Okay. When you get to Richter's Pass and exit out, the guards are very quickly upon you, much quicker than the last time you came back through the mine. You would note that. Why am I? Okay, my brain did a dumb. You would note that it looks like there are a lot more kind of Serrata militants outside of the mine. It looks like they are mobilizing, preparing. You kind of brush past them all. One of the attendants kind of looks over to you, the one that you spoke to before, the one who got you the audience, and says, "Yes. Can I help you with anything?"
Belra.
Yes, crap, what was that dude's name?
The commander?
Yeah.
I don't know. What was it?
you never gave us the
yeah,
damn
you
name.
didn't.
I mean,
Oh,
yeah.
it's got to be
We
on the
never asked.
paper, right?
Oh, it's on the paper.
I mean, it does look like it is on the paper. Do you
This
look
guy.
down? Do you look down at it and read it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Commander.
So you'd actually note that it does not have the individual's name because the commander at Land's End did not know the name of the commander at Sifford's Pass, and you didn't tell him what it was. So it says commander engaging at Richter's mine, letters addressed to that individual. And it looks like the person that you were sent here by is notated as Captain Ellenberger.
Okay. Commander Captain Ellenberger has sent me to give you this to you. We actually found another portal.
From Land's End.
Yes.
Interesting. Okay, well, I will deliver the letter post haste. Is there anything that you wish to address with the commander in the meantime? He's currently engaging and getting ready for a mobilization through the passageway you so cleverly were able to identify.
Yes. Essentially, he just wants to know if backups need to be mobilized. There is a way for Land's End to reach that portal as well.
Oh, so you would be the message bearer. Ah, that makes sense. Come with me quickly then. moves into the big tent. You step in and you see there's like about 18 individuals kind of around a low table on their knees on cushions, kind of looking over material and talking. The second the curtain's kind of pulled and he steps through, everyone stops talking and looks in your direction. It's kind of like that, record scratch kind of moment at a party. And the attendant kind of looks to the commander and says, Commander Macy, Belleroth of the Grey Order has brought a letter from Land's End. Land's End, the commander says. What? Let's see it. The messenger comes over, hands it to him. You're full of surprises, Belleroth for the Grey Order. Very interesting. One moment. Sets the letter to the side and starts drafting his own. Very similar process to the captain at Land's End. Takes the parchment and then passes that to the runner, who takes it back to you. Deliver this to the captain at Land's End. We mobilize in about 20 hours. If you can get there before then, and get him through the gate as well, have him meet us at the outside of the Red Dragon Tavern and Inn. We've sent our scouts through the passageway that you led, and we have determined that Siffert's Pass is little more than a ruin, but we will take it by force. We will not move upon it without any overcompensation. Hopefully we'll be able to take it quickly and swiftly without any problems, but our scouts were unable to identify any of their forces still at the town, which is unnerving.
That's fair.
All right. Well, good work. And again, we will compensate the Grey Order handsomely for this matter. You told him that, right? The messenger goes, I'm sorry. I did not. We of course will you'll be paid handsomely a mercenary's wage. The commander kind of looks at him like annoyed, nods to Belleroth.
Okay. We will head back to Land's End then.
Okay. Anything else you want to do in Siffert's Pass before you bamf back?
Not that I can think of. Anyone else?
No.
Okay.
Not with no pony show.
You explain to the captain the you give them the letter, and they seem to have mobilized a small force of about 300 that are going to be moving into the basement of your current establishment and heading through to Siffert's Pass. Do you wish to go before them or go with them? In that, I mean to say, by the time you're finished with all of that, it's probably about 19 hours till they all move on the city or on the town. So do you wish to go before them, or do you wish to go with them?
For them, like, to scout.
Do you want to go by yourselves and check it out, or do you want to go in with a massive army?
A massive army, because the last time Belleroth almost got by a demon lady.
Then there's really not much we need to discuss other than as you kind of wait, there's this kind of quietness. Terry's kind of just flippantly kind of looking towards the lake, annoyed, thinking about the voice in his head. And you hear it again.
Oh.
A couple times throughout the day. I need your aid. You can repay the debt I have set upon you. And Terry's like,
whenever he does it, he sort of like glances towards the rest of the group.
You hear another voice pop into your head. It's your voice. And he says, what? That? Fuck that. I don't know anybody anything. And you're kind of like, wait. Because you know it's not you talking. It's like this other voice that sounds just like you.
He's like,
you good?
No, it's me. Shut up. You do not belong here.
You guys just see Terry just sort of like looking around like,
You good, buddy?
uh, yeah,
Listen,
yeah, I'm fine.
listen to me. Ever since you've been born, you've been taking everything you want for yourself, right? Well, that's what she's trying to do to you. She's trying to take what she wants from you. That's not right.
Yeah, you're right.
No, I know I'm right. Stop this nonsense. Leave this one to me.
Who are you?
You understand the deep voice is the Lady of the Deep.
I do know that. Yes.
But you seem to be asking the other one. I don't know. Who am I, Terry?
Oh God.
Do not name him. Do not name this interloper. You are mine. And you can feel a strange kind of pulsing through your body. It's painful. It's just a sudden kind of like someone squeezing you by your nervous system. All you gotta do is name me, buddy.
Are you me?
No, you gotta name me, buddy. Names are powerful, aren't they? Silence. Do not speak my name.
You
You
don't
just-
have a name?
You just gotta name me, buddy. That's all you gotta do. And
Terry?
Terry. That's a great name. Fucking splendid. You see this immediate kind of like everyone in the room see this kind of pulse of magical energy kind of burst from Terry's forehead as he just falls over whatever he's sitting on, whatever he's near, just flies over backwards, hitting the ground, kind of like flat on his back, legs up in the air, and slightly dazed. As
You
you're laying,
good, buddy?
as you're
Terry.
laying there, you can feel control. Control over the Eldritch powers that once flowed through you. And I need you to set your character's sub abilities for your subclass, as we discussed.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Is Terry his own patron?
Obviously, you don't need to do it right this second.
Right?
Yeah, I'm like, can I do this like later? I don't know how to do it immediately.
Fair.
Is Terry his own patron?
No, Terry,
You just turned Terry into a god.
Terry is Terry's patron.
I think I'm okay.
Amazing.
As you're looking at Terry, you would notice that both of his eyes are normal.
Terry, your eye.
What about it? And I'm gonna like sort of like be touching at my right eye, which was my normal eye. What's wrong with it?
No, dear, the other one.
Yeah.
When did you get so like
Namalia will pull out
Thick.
like a little hand mirror.
Namalia,
Thick!
make a
You can't call someone thick!
no, like you're like three-dimensional.
Namalia, make it.
Namalia is a little thick though.
I mean, she do be throwing it back with the tentacles.
She's a little.
Can you
Ooh, and don't even get me started on octopus form. But
No.
anyway, carry on.
can you do me a favor, Namalia? Make a perception roll. This is an interesting one.
I love making perception.
Or a medicine roll, your choice.
Ooh, no.
AC's high enough. As you're looking at Terry and getting the mirror out, you look at Terry again and you realize something very, very, very strange. The eye that was white, the eye that was a pearl, is identical to the eye in the other socket. They are both identical. I don't mean like they kind of look the same. I mean like every single small little like aspect of the iris is identical in every way, shape, or form. They are perfect mirrors of the same eye.
Do they move in a mirrored way?
No, he seems to move them around normally,
thank God.
but they,
Okay.
like looking at his eyes, there is an absolute symmetry between the two.
Namalia will
Eyes back.
take a note and show him. What just happened?
I heard the lady in my head. She was trying to convince me to betray everybody. And I think I heard myself arguing with her.
Are you telling them because you want to go ahead and hit the hero angle? Is that a good idea? That's nice. I like it. It's a good touch. You hear that in your head.
I mean, I think that's just what. Is that not what just happened?
Are you saying that out loud?
Oh,
Yes, I do this. I do say that out loud.
It's-
But like when I say that, I sort of like I'm looking at you guys, and then I look sort of like a downward angle, so I'm not speaking to anybody in the room.
I think it's pretty
Terry,
accurate.
who are you talking to?
Shh, shh.
I think it's pretty accurate. Yeah, you got it right there. But yeah, I mean, you didn't have to tell none of them. I mean, you don't know them a description of nothing. But I like it. You're playing the hero angle. It's a good idea. These ones seems pretty good. They've been with you thus far, and they've kept you alive. Especially that Sen one there. Pretty good.
I mean, I think they're starting to trust me a bit.
Yeah. Well,
Was that out loud again?
yeah.
Everything I'm saying right now is out loud.
Trusting you?
Terry, what are you saying?
Well,
Who are you talking to? Are you okay? Do we need to go see a doctor?
great. Show them something.
No, I'll I think I got my powers back.
Like
I
with the
think-
weird tentacle thing and shit?
No, I think I'm free from the lady. I don't hear her in my head anymore.
Well, your eyes all not weird.
And I will oh man, how do I get that? Okay. I'm going to just cast like Dimension Door and just like teleport across the room.
Okay. Now, quickly, Dimension Door usually kind of has an aspectual nature to it, like it's a very physical, visible kind of process. You haven't, I don't think you really cast Dimension Door in a way that kind of showed off the Lady into the Deep. But if you have cast Dimension Door in the past, it did have a kind of more aquatic kind of passage. That said, that's no longer the case. How does it look?
Ooh. Oh man, put me on the spot there.
Sorry about it.
It's just an instantaneous teleportation. This one, it actually, like in like a very quick second, I become like sort of transparent, but not like, and this is all like very, very fast. I become like transparent and seem to just sort of like slip behind like space, if that makes sense.
You just
Like
kind
I'm
of
hiding.
walk behind reality.
Yeah, so like like imagine like Harry Potter's like holding the invisibility cloak and he's like pulls it in front of himself.
Yeah.
So it's like he's hiding behind something that's invisible.
As he's finishing the move, he's somewhere else.
Yeah, so like I sort of like slip behind space and then I just pop out
I
like
love it.
at the other side of the room.
That is a perfect casting of that spell for Charlatan. So you definitely see that the nature of the magic is potent, Nemalia, but you also note that the magic is no longer being drawn from the lady. You don't know where it's being drawn from. If you'd like,
Would
Okay.
Nemalia's like knowledge of the arcane tell her that it's still being drawn from a patron,
you
or
definitely
would she not really know that?
You definitely know that the nature of Terry's spellcasting, unless he read a shit ton of books or was born under like an auspicious sign last night, that it would be very unlikely that he's drawing magic from anything besides a patron. But you do know that there are some bound casters who are capable of drawing magic from patrons without ceding themselves to them.
Hmm.
They're similar to what druids would call renegades, renegades who draw, or blighters who draw from nature and kind of use it to their own whim. Also, priests for the more divine magics. Basically, they draw from not so much a faith in a deity, but a realization that they are superior to deities who can't even do anything in the material plane.
I think that would be too much to process to have any real suspicion. I think at this point, Namalia would say, Terry, I'm so proud of you. You did it.
I think I'm no longer chained to her.
Aveline kind of crossing her arms, looking at you, shaking your head. Come
Fair
on. She would do it.
Oh,
She would.
absolutely.
Or something. I don't know.
Something sassy.
Anywho,
Terry, you're an inspiration to all of us.
I don't know about that far. but-
You've done something truly heroic.
So are you
That means so much coming from you.
So we can go fight your not mom now?
as you kind of,
Yes. Oh, sorry.
I was going to say, as you kind of pass through the rest of the day, unless there's anything else you want to engage in the Terry the White instead of Terry the Gray.
Can I end this little interaction with just one thing?
Absolutely.
Okay, so Sen says, "Are we gonna kill your mom now?" Terry, he's gonna like pull his gun off of his holster, and he's gonna be like, "Let's kill a god."
Amazing.
Fucking love it. Okay, so the few hours that kind of pass, you do see that the 300 of the town of Land's End mobilize and start moving towards the establishment you're in. In a single file order, they start moving in with the honor guard of the town and also the volunteer militia that has been drawn up. They go ahead.
Would I have had time to like either get my sword repaired or do something?
Not repaired, no. But you are wielding a longsword, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. They would be able to grant you a sword, a serrated sword, if you are interested in wielding one. Serrated swords are just vicious weapons. They're just vicious longswords.
Okay.
Okay. So if you have a +1 sword right now, I think.
2.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it's just going to be +0. But vicious says when you crit with it, it'll be a D12 extra damage.
Okay.
Yeah, not as good, but it's not as broken either. The forces mobilize. They pass through single file in coordination with the other forces. And after about 30 or so minutes, because they're kind of moving through a single point, all 300 from the Land's End and all 800 remainder from Richter's Mine that were sent as the mobilizing force arrive in Sipper's Pass. I think this is the first time anybody in the campaign has actually been in Sipper's Pass. So it's a very small town, run down. Looks like it's been pretty much beaten to crap, but most of the structures still stand. One structure that's very confusing is what appears to be a tower that has had its bottom half kind of broken out from it, and it appears that it was near a mountain, and several manufactured kind of methods were kind of put in place to hold that tower up. It looks like it honestly looks like the most strange thing. Like it looks like they were keeping it from falling over, and then when the bottom portion fell over, the methods that they were using to keep it from falling over kept the top portion kind of just hanging in the air. And there's kind of staircases that lead up to that tower section. It's a very strange sight to see. The militia very quickly starts moving about the town and taking it over, and you see that there's no opposition. there's no one here.
Well, that's weird.
No survivors.
There's lots of dead bodies, but no survivors.
So not even the ladies here.
And similarly to the mine, you would note that the bodies are the only reason that they were left behind is because they were not usable.
Oh shit.
Hmm.
And does there look like there were a lot more bodies potentially here?
Yeah.
I mean, guessing that there are, but
Yeah. And if you're kind of looking around for tracks and stuff, the scouts have already started doing the same. It looks like a lot of it kind of was a mobilization in kind of the center of the town, and then kind of a moving out of the town to the north/northwest. In the center of town, you'd also note there's a massive hole kind of centered in like the center of the town where like a town square would be. And inside of the hole, you can see like what appears to be catacombs. Looking inside, you can see a couple scouts are kind of coming back up from it already, and it looks like they're explaining that well, whatever happened in there has already happened. We're going to need some artificers, and we're going to need some wizards, possibly Montoulet, possibly Harrigan, to come out and check this out.
well, we got an artificer here.
If you mention that to someone, they kind of move that artificer to the front. She kind of goes, and they take her down there. She's down there for about a half an hour, comes back up and says, yeah, demons were being held underneath this town. No wonder it went to shit. And
right?
yeah, they would kind of explain that it appears that the forces have moved back into the lands of Ta, which are kind of a wild land, and
Isn't that up where Notor is?
Notor went to the Hariv Enclave, which is just on the outskirts of Ta, then moved through Ta to go to the town of that town he goes to. Yeah, it's over that way.
So he's over this way, but they're moving up this way.
Kind of, yeah.
Well, that's towards, it's kind of towards Land's End. Then. Oh, fuck.
The captain from Land's End would actually kind of come out to your group and say, appreciate you bringing us in on this. It's too bad we missed whatever. Was that a cat?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Show us the
Show us the baby. I'd like to see the baby.
The baby! It's like a twin for Shiro!
Oh.
Shiro has a twin! Double stinkies!
Oh my god. I want to put him to look into the camera so that
To see
the
him.
two of them can look at each other and not understand. Anywho, to the
I
point.
want them to fall in love.
It would be like falling in love with themselves, but not.
I think that tracks, honestly.
Yeah. You
The,
think it's Narcissus, but it's not.
It is.
the captain from Land's End basically explains that he outranks the commander. So he has taken charge of this position at Siffert's Pass and has kind of moved away from his efforts in Land's End. And he'll be basically appointing a replacement in time. He explains this very shortly and then looks to Belroth and says, the Grey Order has served us well, or at least your grouping here has helped us greatly from what I understand from the commander's reports. I do not feel comfortable chasing something of this magnitude with the force that we have, based on what the scouts have been reporting, what they've been able to suss out from what was here. I would like to get better eyes on the matter at hand, but I wouldn't feel comfortable sending anyone after it. I wouldn't suggest having the Grey Order of their own accord or to anyone's hire moving into the lands of Ta after this. It might be problematic, but I can't stop you as you're not under my charge. So
That's fair.
since we're close to the end time, I will explain that this is that point in a video game where it says, do you wish to continue? There is no turning back after you've met this point. If you wish to go after the Lady of the Deep, that's what you'll be pressing. If you wish to go do other shit, feel free to do that. Just know that this position won't be here eternally. So,
Right.
letting you know that's the case, and you can think about that off screen during the week between, and let me know the answer to this inquiry then. Thanks for watching, those that did, and we will pick up next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. See you then.
Bye.